Where the fuck is it, Jared?
What's going on?
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Where the fuck is it?
Where's what? Where's my money, bro?
You
What's
gotta
happening?
be fucking me right now.
The Section 10 Patreon has everything that Red Sox fans need. For the first time ever, we're letting you guys in the scoop shop.
That's a great point, Jared. You gotta get in the Discord. We're in there every game for the live game chat. Also, we got AMAs. Each week, one of us is in there. Ask us anything. We need questions that are crazy, because this team drives us crazy.
And don't miss Down on the Farm, our bi-weekly Red Sox podcast covering all the prospects in the system. It's me, it's Coley Mick. We're touching from everything from Franklin Arias to Anthony Ianson. You're not gonna wanna miss it. You can get all of our content at patreon.com/section10podcast. Don't miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Section 10 podcast. Here are your hosts, Jared Carrabis, Coley Mick, Steve Peralt, and Tyler Milliken.
What's up, and welcome back to the Section 10 podcast, episode 638, presented by Kalshi. It is the home of your 54 and 50 second wild card spot, Boston Red Sox. My name is Jared Carrabis, and I am a certified G and a bona fide stud, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Coley Mick, and he's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Tyler Milliken, and he killed his dog Bullet, and you can't teach that. Bada boom. Realest guys in the room. Steve, how you doing? In the motherfucking building. Brewed by Blue Moon. Produced by Jose. You know what? Listen, man. By the way, Section 10 night is going to be at Fenway Park on September 8th. RedSox.com/Section 10 to get your tickets. Very excited for that night. It's going to be fantastic. Section 10 merch.com for all your merch, and then patreon.com/Section 10 podcast. That'll get you all the bonus content that you need in the world. This still, even though we're out of the 20 out of 22 and the 15 straight, I still feel like I'm living in an alternate reality or a dream-like world that I don't want to wake up from, because let's face it, we've experienced a lot of trauma this year. The Red Sox were on pace to be the second worst team in team history, something like that, or the worst team since the 1960s.
Yep.
So that was this year. Like, they didn't, like,
That was a month ago.
Curtis Mead is not here yet, right? Like, they didn't go out and do this big thing to change everything. It's the same team that did that to our brains that's playing this good baseball right now. And I am stuck in a state of fear where I don't want to wake up from this alternate reality. I want the Red Sox. Maybe there are, I don't think that there are this many fans out there that are like, well, they got to win every game now. They got to keep, like, I think we're all content with just fucking win series, man. Just keep it going. Just win a series here, win a series there. Just don't get swept, you know? Like, I feel like that's where we're at. We're not, I know that some people are saying like, oh, we want the division now. Sure. Like, you know, it's a little overzealous, but I just want to get in. I just want to get healthy. Like, let's get Garrett Crochet healthy, man. It's probably not going to happen, but I want it to. You know, Roman Anthony, let's get him back from, you know, Siberia, wherever they sent him to. Let's make another trade. We're going to talk about the Curtis Mead trade. We're going to talk about it. Lots of takes out there on the Mead trade for Connelly Early. We're going to get to that. Maybe we'll lead with that. But all I'm saying is the team that turned this shit around is still the team that was fucking awful. So I want to keep it going. Let's praise Craig for the trade, right? If we all feel that way, I don't want to jam any takes down anyone's throat right now, but I feel pretty good about it. I do also want to continue that very trade conversation about where do we see this going? You know, like the Red Sox, it's July 26th. Trade deadline's not till August 3rd. We've got time on the clock, Craig. What say you? What say you, my fucking what's he? It's a CBO, chief
Motherfucker. There you
baseball. This chief baseball motherfucker.
Chat CBO.
Got more deals than me, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's the chief baseball motherfucker.
He was talking well today.
Yeah,
Good
he
quote,
sounded
Craig Breslow.
human.
Shout him
Yeah,
He seemed
yeah.
chill. He seemed pretty calm in the booth.
Oh,
really
he was
seemed
so
relaxed.
chill. He was super chill.
He'd hit the blunt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dream blunt rotation has Brez in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walked in like, Brooksy, bro.
Yeah.
What's going
Oh,
on?
man.
And he just dapped him up like right when he sat down.
It just had a fucking dart behind his ear, just like, sup, OB, motherfucker.
the
man.
box lately. Sorry.
Yeah. So is that, I'm going to kick it to Tyler. Is that where you want to start today? Do you want to start with the trade or do you want to talk some socks? What do you want to do?
I want to start with the trade.
All right. Because on Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning that there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position for a limited time. Download the Kalshi app and use the promo code SECTION10 to get $10 when you trade 10. That's Kalshi, Kalshi. Kalshi, trade on anything. Anything. Shout out to the Kalshi guys. They were at Fenway over the weekend. We wanted to go hang out with them. We couldn't get all the fellas in one place at the same time. Busy weekend for the fellas. Me and T were there on Friday, right, T?
We turned up.
Yeah.
Tied in the 8th at Fenway Park,
Tied
by the way.
8th at Fenway.
Hell
Me and T on the field. Didn't get his fucking ass beat by anyone. He just stood there and took some pics, tweeted the lineup. He met Mike Monaco in person for the first time.
The best.
Who else did you
great
meet
moment.
for the first time, T?
It was actually, it sounds kind of crazy. Me and Will Middlebrooks, like we've exchanged messages over the years, never had spoken to each other like in person before. So
Well, you have to go
checked one
outside
off
for
the
that.
box. Yes. And look, I'm a little sunburned right now. You can see it.
Nope.
I was out.
Nope.
See it
Continue.
now?
Nope. Continue.
Not even a little bit?
Nope. Continue.
But no, I think that was the only two people that I had met that I can at least say publicly.
The fuck does that mean?
There's hidden identities that I wouldn't want to speak on.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't want to out people.
What was Red Sox stats there? Like, who were we talking about here?
No.
What does that mean, T? Like,
Might have been.
so
There was maybe a certain clubhouse attendant that
there's
I got
only
to
like
know.
2 of those. What are we doing?
What's
I
happening,
got to
T?
meet the Bat Boy. Shout out Sean on the visitors dugout side.
Why
I don't
is
know.
that
I don't
a
know if
secret?
he wants his information out there.
Why
I don't
is
know.
that a
He was a
secret?
great guy, a nice gentleman. We had a good time.
Yeah,
guy.
he loves
He's a
the
good
show.
fella. Come
Yeah,
on.
like why he would want a shout out on the show, and you're like, oh, I got to keep him anonymous because he's the Bat Boy for the fucking visiting team. Like what?
He's great.
Listen, I'm just trying to respect everyone's doing their job. I don't want to put anyone in a bad spot.
Do you think he does? Do you think he's the fucking Bat Boy for the visiting team in a ski mask? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know
T,
how
serious
identities
question. What's
work.
the bad spot you would have put him in there by being like, it was a great talk with someone that likes the show?
Yeah, I met him. I don't want to put him in a bad spot, but we talked for 5 minutes about baseball.
A lot
loves
of
the
people
10.
don't
I
know
don't want
this.
to say his name, but like, big fan.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but recently I've gotten into some trouble when saying maybe too much when I shouldn't. So I'm just trying to be a little more careful.
I'm glad
in
you
general.
drew the line
What
at I
happened?
met the fucking Bat Boy instead of fucking putting out. You're a fucking asshole. Speaking of the Bat Boys, Colin,
I have another person.
I was in the middle of a story.
My fault.
Yep. Colin, who's the Bat Boy on the home side,
He's great.
Don't talk
he's the
to him.
fucking man. Love Colin. But Frank is another one of the clubbies. Both been there for a long time. If you had Nesson 360 when me and Mikey did like a pro, I think it was 2023 spring training. We did like a day in the life of a clubby. Frank's in there, Colin's in there. I believe Red Sox Productions also did a YouTube special on a day in the life of a clubby, and it centered mostly around Colin. So Colin's the Bat Boy for the Red Sox on the home side. And Frank, he's like he does it all. They both do it all. Being the Bat Boy doesn't just mean that you fucking show up and get the bats. Like they're there early and they do a lot of the work behind the scenes. Actually, go watch those 2 specials. I believe that they're both still out there.
Definitely check it out because it was eye-opening to me. I knew they do a lot. I didn't know they do that much. These guys, the second they get there, the second they leave, it is packed the entire
It's a lot.
day.
It's a lot. Dude,
Sleeping at Fenway a lot.
I did it for a day. I was exhausted. Like
Yeah.
they're basically scrubbing every player's cleats with like toothbrushes at the end of the fucking day. And that's just like a fraction of what they have to do. They do a ton of shit. Anyway, shout out Frank, shout out Colin. But during the winning streak, Colin, I believe, was on vacation. So Frank filled in for Colin, but then Colin came back and the Sox were like, Frank, man, like, or no, they went to Colin. They were like, Colin, you're on the bench, man. Like Frank's in again. And they kept winning. And Frank was like, like, this isn't, this, like, it's just a different job. Like, I'm not the bat boy, but they rode Frank until the wheels fell off. So stuff like that, it's unique in baseball. Like you've got to try whatever it is. Like in 2021, when they kept wearing the yellows and then they tried to wear them on the road. I think they did wear them on the road. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did wear them on the road.
I don't remember that. Yeah.
I don't know.
They might have. I don't doubt it.
If they didn't, then I know that they tried to.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's little stuff like that. That's the stuff that I love. Like the stories about the Red Sox being like, listen, we could look at our iPads or this winning streak could fall in the hands of Frank sitting on the bucket instead of Colin. That's the shit I like. That to me means that the team has feel. We're not just looking at iPads all the time.
Mm-hmm. And that's been a big theme, right? I feel like since the IKF quote, a lot of people have theorized. I saw Papelbon doing it of like, maybe they've kind of let these guys just play and just show up and play ball and not get so caught up in all their little stuff.
They're still not taking BP.
Yeah,
so
true.
They've been...
That carries over.
So like show and go, like the show and go Sox, like when they, what was that? The Mets, they got in late to New York and they had to bump up the start time like 2 hours, I want to say. They obviously just fucking got off the plane, went straight there, didn't take BP. So I can't speak to every game, but they definitely didn't take BP on Friday. Show and go means like we're going to show up, like we should be there at 1, but we showed up at 5 and then played at 7. They're getting there on time. They're just sticking to like, we're not going to take BP on the field, which if it's working, it's what I mean. It's not because they still can't hit. Like that's
they got one hit.
Verdugo would have loved this. Verdugo
I was going
to
to say they're showing up in Verdugo hours. Is that what's going on here? Damn.
Yeah. But the show and go Sox are built different, man. They're loose. They're playing to win, and they believe in superstitions. That's important to me. A team that believes that if I put on this sock before that sock, we're gonna win today. That's what we need.
I am glad you mentioned that because I did notice that Colin wasn't there for a while. And Colin's been there for a good amount of time. And I'm not going to lie, I don't know Frank. So I know Colin.
Frank's
but
the man.
I'm like,
they're both.
I'm like, who is this? And not even his fault. I'm more just like, this is a long stretch without Colin. Like, what's going on here? I almost for a second was like, did something happen with Colin? And they're not mentioning it yet. But now it adds up. Anytime you can do that where it's like, we're sticking with it, we're doing the same stuff. I think Dan Hurley has something like that. He wears like the same underwear nonstop or like doesn't change up his outfit. UConn sucks, but like, I mean, they're really good, unfortunately. But yeah, stuff like that that's the stuff that matters. That's the stuff that keeps these streaks going. So that's a nice note.
Yeah. Shout them out. You got to do what you got to do to win. T, you were about to tell a super important story.
You met someone else.
Yep.
Pass.
Nope.
Ooh.
You have to tell it now.
Other people I talked to, I spent a minute talking to Rob Bradford about my weight loss journey. We were kind of sharing tips, things we've been through. And Trisha Whitaker as well with the Apple TV broadcast. Met her too.
Whoa, you said that publicly?
Listen.
Wow.
It was on the field. The whole world could see it.
Yeah. True. Shout out Trisha Whitaker. She's awesome. Apple TV. Really and got to see her at the Home Run Derby as well. Does great work. Loves baseball. She actually, I believe she learned Spanish just to do an interview with Salvador Perez.
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I wish I could learn Spanish.
Hola.
But
have you tried?
No, I've been too busy learning Adobe Premiere. You know
Jerry edits over here.
You know what the fuck is up, dude?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the fuck is up, Kyle? Huh?
You dropping films?
Man, I saw your comment. So yes, you, T. Last night, I fell asleep on the couch at like 11:15 and woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning on the couch and was like, fuck, something. Like I thought T was dead. I have that many text messages from like people in the Red Sox space. I'm like, fuck, man. I'm not thinking trade this early. It's like, fuck, man. T flipped the vet. T.
When I die, can you put out a breaking news tweet?
I mean, I feel like people will probably know. You're probably gonna
I feel like the police is gonna have it first, but
yeah, yeah. But yeah, I was very concerned. Saw that there was a trade. I was like, it's 4 a.m. Like, I'm not gonna put something out now. And then I woke up in the morning and I was like, feels like a good time. Steven?
What time did you fall asleep? Do you remember exactly what time you fell asleep?
Like 11:15, maybe.
You must have just missed this. The pass and tweet was at 11:12. You probably fell asleep like 2 minutes before the tweet went out.
Yeah, I remember looking at my watch and seeing 11:02.
Okay.
But
yeah,
I didn't fall asleep right then. But yeah,
I thought the odds were higher you would be awake. I figured T definitely not at that hour. That's where we differ probably the most, T, in our sleeping patterns.
I'm up until 1, like almost every night. But we watched a movie. I think we started a movie at like 9:30 and it was over. And it's like, all right, well, it's too late to start another one. So like, let's put on like YouTube. And then I just like fell asleep to fucking random like crime docs on YouTube or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Steven put out a tweet. He didn't think I was going to be up.
I didn't. Well, in my defense, Puff woke you up, right?
Yeah, I was about 20 minutes late to everything. Puff called me 20 times, and I genuinely thought someone had passed away or something horrendous happened.
Dude, shout out Puff for that, by the way.
Go, he knows. And all he did was tell me, he goes, they just traded Connelly Early. I was like, for who? He was like, no clue. That's your problem. And I just went immediately and started to go figure it out.
We got Mead.
Yeah. Admittedly, like I've probably had the knowledge to like edit videos for about a week now. I've just been like, that first one, I can't do the first. Yeah, like it has to be something. I can't just like I was texting T earlier in the week and I was like, all right, well, when they lose for the first time after the winning streak, I'm going to like however many games it was, I'm going to do like a top whatever list of like moments from the winning streak. And I was like, this is stupid. I was like, I'm not going to do this. Yeah, now it's that moment has passed. Like I can't do like a top 15 moments from the Red Sox 15 game winning streak right now. What, T?
I'll take some blame. I feel like the list I sent you was a little overwhelming as well.
No.
When you were like, can you send me all the moments or like things that like stood out to you? And I felt like I sent like legitimately maybe 40.
That's fine. But I like that. I like that you're thorough because then it's like you weren't going to send me 15 that I would absolutely use. I'd rather have 30 that I can pick 15 from.
That makes me feel better.
Yeah, you did great, T. I appreciate the help. But yeah, no, I'm very excited to be making video content. And it was finally something happened that I was like, I have to do it. I have to make a video. I got to put it out there. And thankfully, people showed up. I was very pleasantly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised at the love that it got. So thank you guys for checking it out. I mean, doing those all the time, or at least when I have time. But breaking news: the Red Sox trade Connelly Early for Curtis Mead. And sure, like if you're like a casual baseball fan, maybe you don't exactly know who Curtis Mead is. And people, if you don't watch National League Baseball or whatever, I guess. But the first time I heard of this motherfucker was because Dallas pulled his MLB debut patch card. So I remember him... Like he fucking did a parade around his house and showed me the video. You would have thought, I thought he pulled Skeens. This was still when like the Skeens patch was out.
Yeah.
And his reaction video was like, ah, like it was insane. So no disrespect to Curtis Mead.
It's hard to find those cards. Those are really, really hard to find. I would have had the same reaction as
He's
Dallas.
A card guy. He's a card guy.
That's a fair reaction.
Yeah, pulling a patch no matter what. But he was like, yeah, I pulled Curtis Mead. I was like, who the fuck is Curtis Mead? Who is that? And he's held on to it. I believe he was like in touch with him about like selling it back to him or something. I don't know where that left off. But man, he's having a breakout year this year. He's had a great first 4 months with the Washington Nationals. Not his first organization. He came from the Tampa Bay Rays. They gave up on his ass. He's 25 years old. And journeyman is too... He's not a journeyman. He's on his third team, but I wouldn't describe him as a journeyman. It's like your first organization gave up on... Fourth?
Yeah, he started with the Phillies way back.
But he didn't play big league ball with them, did he?
No, he got
no,
flipped
okay.
in the minors for Christopher Sanchez.
I remember that. Yeah. Like, yeah. That's why everyone's like, oh, the last time he got traded for a left-handed pitcher was Christopher Sanchez. So that means Connelly Early is going to be Christopher Sanchez. No, he's not. So yes, Phillies to Tampa to the Nats. I don't view that as journeyman because if Tampa can't
White
fucking
Sox.
Yes.
Huh?
He got DFA'd by them at the end of spring
Well, he
training.
got traded for Hauser, which last deadline, they were talking about Hauser like it was Pedro 2.0. They were like, whoever gets Adrian Hauser's winning it all. And that obviously is not what happened. But I've seen too many people talk about that trade. Like it was like, oh, you just got traded for Hauser. Like that was a big chip then.
Sure. But I still don't see him as a journeyman. You can't be
No.
25
No,
and a
he's too young.
journeyman. Yeah, it's
You
just
have
like
to play multiple years for major league teams to be a journeyman, not be traded around as a prospect. Like otherwise, is James Tibbs a journeyman?
no.
Right.
Yeah, he had to like if you have your breakout season at 25, like you're not Unk. Like it's like, yeah, I just needed the opportunity to play every day. And I needed an organization that could fix me or get me to be or reach my potential. He did that with the Nats. And I think the Nats my take on it was the people that are saying it was a gross overpay by the Red Sox. I just simplified it to the Red Sox had a surplus of pitching and needed help with their offense. The Nats, it's like we lead the league in runs scored, but we also lead the league in runs allowed. So like we need some help with pitching. Let's just do a fucking 1-for-1 and here we go. And I loved the quote from Breslow being like, I don't feel like we have to win the trade. I just feel like we have to address our needs. And we did that. And trust me, like if you sit there as an executive and your goal is to win every trade while also trying to win a World Series, you're either not going to make trades or you're just going to fucking suck. Like you're not going to be an executive that gets shit done if you're trying to win trades. Why don't you address your needs first? And that's what they did with this deal. And I don't think that they're done, man. I don't think that they're done. I think that Craig's still going to try to cook a little bit here.
Well, that's the follow-up. Like Ari Alexander had right before we started recording that the Red Sox called on Jeremy Pena. We're told, no, they're not moving him. It's not even a conversation they're having right now. You combine that with the Langoliers meniscus injury and him maybe not playing again this year. I do think one of the parts I like about this deal a lot is it feels like Craig realized, man, this makes a lot of sense for us long-term and short-term. He said today, if we sucked and none of this winning streak happens, he probably still makes this deal. And I don't think that's crazy to think because when you're talking about someone like Curtis Mead, he's not a free agent till 2031. This is a controllable impact bat who fits Fenway Park, who has a lot of the traits they like. It makes sense to bring him in the fold one way or the other because the Nationals have a surplus of offense. They've been the best offense in baseball this year. The Red Sox had a surplus of pitching, and that's what these two teams
I let it go the first time. The second time, how do you say that word?
Yeah,
That's
surplus.
Surplus?
Yeah, there you go.
I said it weird?
Yeah, you said like a
I get on
surplus.
For
I
things
gave
you
one,
say,
brother.
yeah,
things
I
you
gave a
say
pass.
weird, that didn't stand out to me.
Thank you, Coley. But I think it points a lot back to Jake Bennett and why I thought what he was doing a couple months ago was so important. It was paving the way for a deal like this. And I think when you talk about Curtis Mead, I almost feel like people don't properly put in perspective what he's been doing offensively. He's the second best hitter on the Red Sox right now. It's really not more complex than that. WRC plus at 135. That's only behind Wilson Contreras. Expected WOBA at 359. OPS 856. OBP 351. Slugging 505. And throw in 17 homers with the pull air percentage at 22%, which fits the ballpark. Amongst third basemen this year, he has the third best WRC plus. We know he's moving over to second. He would have the best WRC plus of any second baseman in baseball. Bryce Terang is number one at the moment. So, like, this is the quality of hitter you're getting. And this wasn't some random dude who just broke out after being a garbage minor league player or a prospect that people didn't really care about. He was a consensus top 30, 40 prospect in the sport. Baseball Prospectus had him at top 20. The Rays were really, really excited about him. He was supposed to be a real fixture for him or for them, and it just didn't end up working out. But yeah, I think with someone like Curtis Mead here, look at someone like Jordan Walker. It took him multiple years to get his feet working at the big league level, things clicking. It works that way. And I think in today's baseball, people are more patient with some of these top prospects that take a couple of years instead of throwing them away like they used to. And props to Craig Breslow. I think people are maybe misrepresenting what Connelly Early really is at this point in time.
I do think the first reaction that a lot of us had when we saw the tweet was probably very similar. Like, it's a paragraph by pass, and I'm reading through, and for it to end with Curtis Mead is like, huh? But obviously, then you got to do a little bit of digging and, educate yourself. And big picture wise, it's just time will tell. One of the things I hate, and we always love doing this, is like jumping to the conclusion of who won this deal, who's the loser. This is a classic 1-for-1 where you just got to see what happens. You got to watch how it goes for each team. Each team knows they're bringing on risk. Each team knows this could fill a void that they need. And that's just kind of how it's going to go. I think the first person I thought of was Peyton Tolley. That was probably the first guy that comes to mind where you lose your guy on the team. Yeah. He was definitely bummed about it, and I don't really blame him. The next person I thought of was Brian Bayo. It's like, all right, bud, can you start games? Are you scared of the first inning still? Can we do that? I'm sure he'd be the first to tell you, like, it's fine. I want to just go back to what it was before. But if he can handle that or not, who knows? I know Tracy was talking about it in the post game, and he's saying they're gonna try to start him. Like, they're not just gonna keep him as this long bullpen guy, long bulk guy. But that's obviously going to be a big part of this. I think it's crazy if you just look at it big picture wise and say that Mead was DFA'd by the White Sox 4 months ago, and now he's worthy of Connelly Early. That is kind of wild. But you look at the stats and what he's done in DC, and it's worthy of that. Jared?
Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, okay. What about the tweet that was, it kind of like fell under the radar a little bit today? Like, the Nationals are hopeful that Connelly Early will pitch again this year.
Yeah, what was that?
I didn't even think that was in question.
It isn't. He's scheduled for a rehab start in a week. And Paul Taboni said that as well today.
Okay.
It was weird.
That was that tweet, and I was like, I didn't think that we were at that point.
No. Yeah. And Taboni is like, yeah, we expect him to pitch for us this year. And the Red Sox had him scheduled, I think it was August 3rd for a rehab start. It didn't sound like they were changing that.
Okay, yeah, that was a smidge odd. But I feel like for Mead, all it's going to take, and I wouldn't be stunned if this happens with how the ball flies in Sacramento, it's just going to take a couple bombs on this road trip. He then comes home, maybe goes deep against his former team in the White Sox, and all of a sudden now he's got the Wally head on. He just feels like he matches with this team, and everyone just kind of keeps rolling, and they got some of the power that they needed. So I agree with you, Jerry. I think that quote by Breslow matters a lot. And it shows a lot of awareness, and it shows a lot of like, okay, maybe I have had some faults here, and maybe it's not just let's hope guys get better and, we tried our best. It's like, no, you got to get deals done. You just have to find a way to get it over the finish line. That's always been my biggest concern with Craig Breslow, is not getting deals to the finish line and just assuming, okay, well, if you're not going to accept this, then it's over. Clearly, they had other offers. I'm glad the Nationals took this one, but I'm going to miss Connelly Early a lot. I know the immediate thing is always like, oh, we'll be fine. Who knows, man? I mean, Tolley and Bennett, they're still very young. I think they're going to be great. Don't get me wrong. But Connelly, I thought he was going to be good here for a while. So losing that piece is obviously going to matter a lot. And I wish him nothing but the best. A Section 10 alum, super nice guy. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just invested in what this is going to mean for the lineup. I don't really think they still have to do like a ton of stuff. I'm glad they got something done that's going to immediately help. But now it's like, okay, you have basically a week to figure out what your roster is going to look like for the last 2 months and beyond.
Yeah, and Mead is under contract or under team control. He's not even arbitration eligible yet. 2031. So yeah, I think I would feel much differently about this deal if you traded Connelly Early for a guy that was under team control through like the end of this year or the end of next year or something like that. But you're getting a lot of control out of Mead. And again, like the way that maybe it's because the winning streak and playing so well recently has breathed new life into, I guess, my ability to feel positive towards this team. But I was reading a lot of the reactions from people that I trust, not just like random people on Twitter, but just like reading people's reactions of opinions that I value that were negative. And I still kind of just arrived at who fucking knows? Like, this is a guy, he's got a 500 slug this year. I read off all the players whose slugging percentage is not as good as Curtis Mead's this year. And it was like Bobby Witt, Pete Alonso, Mike Trout, like Nick Kurtz was another one. Shea Langoliers, his slugging percentage is better than all those guys this year.
While not striking out and not chasing and walking more than 10% of the time. Like, that's a rare combo. Those aren't easy, like, kind of prototype hitters to find.
No. And For me, and I've been guilty of this in the past, the name isn't sexy. So you have this inclination to just push it away and say like, this is not going to be, this is not going to help, right? Like, this is not the deal that I was looking for. Not perfect example because Sonny Gray is a name and he's an all-star and he's been great in this league. But when you're getting hyped up about a number 2 and then it's Sonny Gray, you're like, oh, but he's 36. It's like, oh, we're looking to add some addition that can give you pop and slug and help this lineup. Curtis Mead, like, who is that? But you look under the hood, T. A lot of reasons to be excited about Curtis Mead. Coley?
I think 100% of the negative reaction was this was not a guy we had heard floated in the last ever. Yeah. There's never been a Curtis Mead. Oddly enough, he was traded for someone named Boston when he got DFA'd by the White Sox. That was the only time he's ever been tied to Boston prior to this. But I think that was 100% of it. Because you had heard the Nationals. I know a lot of people out of nowhere were like, we're trading for James Wood. I don't know why that was ever a thing. And then obviously the CJ Abrams of it all, I think people were looking shortstop. They weren't looking at a guy who, I know he's going to play second. He's going to be bad at it.
Yeah.
So he doesn't have a position still. Maybe it's left field next year. Maybe it's DH forever. But they traded for a bat. I think 100% of the negativity came from, well, this wasn't what we were promised. And that's never going to be Craig. Craig, to something Steve said, I genuinely believe Craig picks up the phone with his final offer for his first offer. He's like, I've done all the math. Because I thought the interesting thing he said today was like, there is no like advantages anymore. Like we're all working off the same information. Like everyone knows everybody. So unless it's like a Devers situation where we just want to get rid of this guy, like everyone's working from the same piles of information, the same analytics, all of that. So there's no like sneaking it by a guy who used to work for you 7 months ago. Like that's not what's going to happen here. If this had been for some like you said, if you remove the name and slapped on a different name that people just had heard of recently tied to the Red Sox, I think people are hooting and hollering about this trade.
If you show them the OPS plus, the slugging percentage, and the baseball savant and be like, this guy's coming to Boston, everyone would be like, they got him? They got the guy?
The age, the control, because it's also, this isn't a Romy Gonzalez like lefty masher. This is someone who is hitting righties almost as well as he's hitting lefties. Like he's done everything this year. And I do think, I know me and T care about this probably more, but I do think him being a pedigree guy very recently, this wasn't a guy who top 10 prospect in like 2018. That was 2023. He was in the top 30 of Pipeline. Or he was like, right, 32 or whatever. Like he is someone the whole league was like, oh, that's a guy. And yeah, it doesn't, not everyone pops at 22. It just is what it is. I'm not saying he's going to be an all-star here, but I very much appreciate the swing. And it's something we talk about every offseason. Set the market. Don't wait for the market to be set. Because now I guarantee you other deals that were about to get done, not involving the Red Sox, probably aren't because they're like, oh, these are the prices.
It's that, and it's the idea that if Breslow's in other talks and it's, let's call it July 30th, whatever, you're approaching there, you still haven't made a move. Teams know you're desperate to make a move. You don't have any leverage. You can't, people aren't going to trust that you're willing to walk away or say, hey, I'm good on this. If we're not going to be able to find something that works for both of us, I'm going to go to the next conversation. Well, now you have a floor for the deadline. You didn't have a floor for the deadline last year. And that's why you panicked and said, fuck it, we'll overpay for Dustin May and just go that way because you got tunnel vision. To me, this was Craig Breslow not having tunnel vision. This was a deal that makes a lot of sense. They know what they want. They're really interested in a shortstop, something along those lines. We're seeing all the names floated. So cool. Continue that pursuit. You also go get a guy who fits you in Curtis Mead long-term, short-term. And I am curious about the second base stuff. Last year, he played about 100 innings there. It was +2 DRS, +2 outs above average. 20 innings this year, and I know these are small sample sizes. It was 0 DRS, 0 outs above average. I will say you should read into the way, Jared.
Isn't that exactly what we hoped for Kristian Campbell? Is like if he was just exactly league average, like 0 outs above average, 0 DRS, as long as you're not negative and whatever offense you can provide, we're stoked about that. So I think Coley said it before we hit record, but it's a similar version of Kristian Campbell, like that
it's
we've
Jordan
just acquired.
Walker. Like it's these conversations of prospects that were huge and had all this hype, and it took a couple years. People used to throw those guys out. The league has learned, give them a couple years, and usually you can figure it out.
It's crazy.
I will say,
was he a top 20 guy, Mead?
Baseball Prospectus
No.
had him at like 17 at one point.
Pipeline, I believe he peaked at like 32. He was ahead of Junior Caminero in the Rays system, but Caminero, I think, was like 14 years old when that was the case.
Yeah. Does he talk like he's from Australia? Or is he
Yes.
Americanized? He does talk?
No.
All right, cool. I like him.
There's a clip going around of him
Fucking
being
hate
like,
Sweet Caroline,
Yeah.
mate.
Dude, I love
that was
that.
great. That was one of the
Yeah,
first things I
dude.
saw. Like, hell yeah, this guy's awesome.
in.
Yeah. Let me
Yeah, that
pull
was
up.
that was one of the highlights.
I will say, as much as you read into some of the data I just gave on the defense, the way the Red Sox are talking about letting him start at second base, it sounds like he's missing a leg. And they're like, this isn't going to work for anybody. Let's see how it plays.
I think
But
it's like
that's
an
what it
overplayed
sounds
song
like.
at the ballpark. Just can't escape it.
I have one. It might be a hot take, but Sweet Caroline. I know it's a fan favorite, but it gets old.
Yeah, dude.
Yep, 100%.
As long as the
People
Sox are winning.
speak
Play when they
so
win.
highly about him. Like, personally, you heard it from Taboni and the way like people with the Nationals were. This isn't a guy who's just a good ball player.
His teammates
care
saying
about
that this is a guy like you. They asked the clubhouse like, "Hey, who of your teammates do you see being a future manager?" And they all picked him.
That was big. That was big right there.
Yeah.
Speaking of what Breslow has said, by the way, and this kind of snuck under the
What'd he
radar
say,
a little
Steve?
bit, but he said something that I like, Jerry.
What do you say?
It was how important this week is in terms of having him play these games. It's like, yeah, it's a good point. I know it's kind of obvious, but it's like you get a bonus week of the guy that you just acquired instead of waiting for that off day you have on the trade deadline day. It's like, and then we all know it takes like 2 or 3 days normally to get the guy in the lineup anyway after that. So you might have to wait until August 6th to have a dude that you get at the deadline versus now, what, July 27th? He's going to make his debut. Like, that's a big difference, especially in a place like Sacramento. The ball flies there. I don't even think they track it in the HR factor there. That's how much it flies. To like, we're not even going to have this as a tracked park because it's a minor league ding dong fest. But yeah, I think the fact you mentioned that was key. The fact that you look at the Fenway spray chart and he'd have like 30 plus bombs or 35 homers at this point if he just played like all his games at Fenway. I know that's how it works. You play all your games at home. We can't emphasize enough how non-sexy a name Curtis Mead is, because if he was like Juan Domingo or something like,
dude,
change the
Juan
D to a T.
Domingo. Dude,
then,
Juan Domingo, his walk-up song is the fucking Monstars theme from Space Jam. It's like, oh,
100%.
fuck, here comes
No
Domingo.
way.
Oh, shit.
Mongo.
Yeah.
Like, if we got that guy with his big ass bat, it's like, yeah, that actually matches the stats. He's the classic like silhouette guy with the question mark of like, who is this player? And then nobody guesses Curtis Mead. So that's basically who we got.
He's 6'1", by the way. He doesn't, like, in my head, he was like 5'9". He's 6'1".
It's a great height. How much does he weigh?
I'm going to guess 215. 225.
Oh, okay. A little bigger than me. I thought we had the same dimensions. But
Dude, fucking Juan Mongo, though.
He looks like fully evolved Christian Arroyo.
he does.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he looks a lot like Arroyo. That's a good call right there. I feel like him and Durbin were already walking onto the bus together, so they'll probably be seeing a lot of each other.
The other component in a lot of this, which Caleb Durbin has been very clear, I'll play wherever you want. I don't
Dude,
care
what a
at this point in
sweetie
time.
pie he is. He was like, hey, if we get a third baseman, I'll move. It's like, don't even think about it.
Has
Like,
anybody's
you've been-
stock gone higher in like a 2-month span? This is insane.
He's been unbelievable. I mean, look at the
His
said
boo
that, I
rate
went,
was through
yeah.
the roof.
Mm.
I
Caleb
always felt it was
Durbin.
unfair.
What's up, Coley?
Of course it was unfair. The situation he came into was unfair, but those are the cards he was dealt. He handled them well.
And he
Yeah,
didn't
they-
say
72nd
very well.
percentile fielding run value and 86th percentile outs above average.
there is a victim in this.
What,
Shanks?
Seagulls?
Eagles?
No.
I was going to agree with Coley. Seagulls.
Well,
Well, you wanted him dead 3 days ago.
yeah.
Listen, he had the greatest game of all time on, or what's today? On Friday.
On Friday.
Just showed up
In
and
your
balled
face.
out.
In your face.
Yes, listen, I tip my cap. I don't hate Anthony Siegler, but I had questions about him being an everyday player.
That's fine.
And I
That's
think so
fine.
do the
But
Red
he's
Sox.
not the odd man out because Curtis Mead is here. So, like, will he have less plate appearances? Yes. But Is he still going to be on the team and be able to contribute and be a vibes guy? Absolutely.
He won't be facing righties at the top of the order.
Whether he's on the roster or not, I need his ass in the dugout. I know that.
Right. And jumping out of the dugout. He comes out of the dugout more than anybody in the league, and it's always justified. He's great at that.
Why am I blanking? Who was the vibes guy? Was it Jose Iglesias? He needs to be our 2021 Jose Iglesias. Yeah. No matter what. On the roster, off the roster, he's there.
Cheng can go, and he's been good. Like, he's been very solid defensively. Have they made the corresponding move yet?
Yeah, it's Cheng.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he can go. I agree with that.
Yeah, if you look, he had sat 3 games in a row against right-handed starters for the last 5. That's kind of the role. Now, I guess the question would be, like, if Andrew Monasterio, who is playing, like, out of his mind right now, hitting 500 over the last 7 games, who is a little scary to watch at shortstop, who is the guy who plays shortstop if something happens? I honestly think Caleb Durbin would move over to shortstop next.
Oh, he'd do it in a heartbeat.
Someone to play the position.
Yeah.
Romy?
Have Romy there, yeah.
Romy.
It's Romy or Siegler. Those are your options.
I would be shocked if Craig didn't trade for a shortstop.
That's coming. Like, that. Trust me, man.
Trevor's story must be ready to cry.
Dude.
He had no one got more of a leash.
Yes.
Longest leash we've seen in years.
So many opportunities.
He's going to look at it through the lens of, wow, I lost my job because I got hurt.
But that's all he
the
did.
fifth time that happened.
Yeah. I think, if that were the case, if he were just this warrior that was playing 162 since 2022, and then this year he got hurt, all right, fine. Then you can.
That'd be shitty.
Then it's like, all right, man, like, you can't just give up this guy's job because he got hurt. But when all you do is get hurt besides one season, we got to move on. And it's not like we're going to DFA the guy. You can hang out.
I don't think he'll be here when they make that move.
We
feel
got
like
a dugout spot for
he'll
you,
be on the other way because he has another year to go on this deal, man. It doesn't end this year.
Yeah, I understand, but it sucks because I like Trevor's story a lot. I like the guy. I like the work ethic. It's just the ability to stay healthy isn't there, has not been there. He'd probably be the first to tell you that. And I know that he cares about this organization specifically doing well. And I haven't spoken to him this season, but I would like to think that his attitude is do what's best for the team so that the team can win baseball games. And there are only so many positions that this team can upgrade at, and shortstop is numero uno. Now that Shea Langoliers is hurt, and it was the antithesis of what Coley said, because we were in the scoop shop and the Langoliers news broke, and it was like, fuck, the price of Hunter Goodman just went up, and then Coley was like, sounds to me like the price of Langoliers just went down, which is a great point.
Well, the A's aren't going to want to sell for less.
No. They won't sell for pennies on the dollar. But if Hunter Goodman's price just went up,
exactly that.
If Langoliers is off the table and the price for Hunter Goodman just went up, then that means I am solely focused on the shortstop position. I was told that just because the Red Sox traded for Mead, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't pursue CJ Abrams in a separate deal with the Nationals. So because that was another one of my thoughts besides, Peyton Tolley is sad and I don't like that, is, well, that means that they're not going to make any other trades with the Nats, because why wouldn't you just have Early as part of this big package? But yeah, so you've got some shortstops out there that could be interesting to call up, and it's not going to be Bobby Witt. I would love for it to be Bobby Witt. It's not going to be Bobby Witt. But there are some other talented players at the shortstop position.
There's a couple at catcher too I'm not out on. I'd call about Adley. I really wouldn't hesitate. Now, you'd have to convince the Orioles to do it in division, but
they would.
I'm a fan.
I feel like the Orioles wouldn't do that.
You'd
have to pay a premium for a catcher that's not been the guy that you thought he would have became by now.
Yeah. I think
that's usually how that goes. Those in-division trades are usually like, yeah, sure, we'll trade him to you, but you're going to pay 1.5x.
114 OPS plus with elite defense behind the plate, man. That could work for me.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I just don't know that I would like the price.
I did the math, so I just want to mention it. Trevor Story, if you were to guess what percentage of games since he's been here that he's played in, like Red Sox games. Oh, God.
All right, so how many games have we played this year?
104.
Okay, so this is it's 104 and then 162 times 4, right?
It's year 5 for him.
Yeah, it's 162 times 4 plus 104.
Yeah. Okay, so he has played.
That's 752.
Going into last season, he had played exactly
162
season's worth of games.
Okay, so I'm gonna say he's played 34%.
It's higher than that.
Oh,
it's higher than T's too.
Oh wow.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not 50. So 43%.
It's 47%.
Wow,
which is a little bit surprising if we're being honest here. 157 helps that. You know, he basically played in every game last year, so that obviously helps. And then 41 this year. So yeah,
you forget like 100
his first year at second, right?
What's up?
He played like 100 his first year when he was playing second base.
Yeah, 94. Yep.
That's when
right
they
shortstop Trevor Story's played like 20% of the games.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, 361 out of 752. So yeah, it's actually exactly 48%. 48% of the games for Trevor Story.
I give him a mulligan on the elbow season because the Red Sox knew when they signed him that his elbow was fried. The other ones are what they are.
Second most games played in a season.
I know. You're in year 5 of this contract. Like, Trevor's great. I think two things obviously can be true at the same time. Great dude. We love him. Also, we're going to have to look at other options if we're trying to be a serious team this year. So that is another thing this trade says. It's like, okay, they're actually trying to win the American League. That's kind of the first thing that comes to me when you make a move like this. So I do love that.
It's also like it's a move for now, but it is a timeline thing. It's something we've talked about a little this year. Like, most of the teams under contract for the foreseeable future on the offensive side of the ball. So it's like, all right, if you're going to make upgrades or perceived upgrades, they're going to have to be trades. People are going to have to go out to do that. And I tweeted it last night. I forgot a name. But Craig's traded Hunter Dobbins, Dick Fitz, Luis Perales, Kyle Harrison, Connelly Early. Quinn Priester was the name I forgot. Along with Brandon Klark and Yoiker Fajardo, who were top 10 arms. Am I forgetting anyone there, T, from the arms side of things?
I think you're balling.
Like, those guys, none of them were here. Maybe Dobbins was
Did you say Fitz?
A Heim pick?
He did.
I said Fitz, yeah.
Did you say Perales?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You think I was going to forget Perales?
No.
You mentioned Fitz, though?
You get Fitz in there?
Okay.
Fitz?
Dick Fitz in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point. You know what I mean? None of those guys were really here pre him. He has built this pipeline of arms, and that's kind of the point. Like, he had taken Password, swapped him for Oviedo, because that's the other name, Steve. It's not just Bayo, it's Oviedo too.
Yeah, Oviedo, of course.
Like, to me, it's just like, we still feel okay with this. And I think shortstop and starter, I don't know if they're going to get a reliever too. Shortstop and starter, I think they are going to acquire.
He made a point of mentioning the bullpen, which is kind of obvious. I think most GMs at this point are like, you never have too many arms out there. Like, that's the go-to line when you do these press conferences on July 26th. But I don't think he said that for no reason. Like, they're clearly trying to add as much as they can.
Oh, sure.
After the starters.
Wow, another series win for the Sox, huh? Whoosh.
Mm-hmm.
I celebrated Friday night victory with T. Went to the game, had some blue moons, had some chocolate ice cream, had some chicken wings. Nothing like the things that go together: victory, wings, ice cream, blue moon, and Valencia orange peel. Those, that's kind of like I know the Mount Rushmore is 4, but like, what would I take off? Victory, ice cream, wings, blue moon. What was the other one? Valencia orange peel. They go together. They go together. That's the big 4. Valencia orange peel goes to blue moon.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that counts as one. Yeah, you're good.
They call that the Fenway 4 Horsemen.
Mm-hmm. They've been calling it that for years.
Oh, my God. Ted Williams came up with that.
100%.
Yep. Wings, blue moon, victory, chocolate ice cream, and a helmet.
Yes.
Well, I
No
like
hot
swirl.
dogs?
I like swirl. Huh?
No hot dogs?
No. Shout out to Blue Moon, man. Making an already great experience even greater every single time. I'm very excited about the continuation of us going to Fenway Park to watch games and make content together. And it's not complete without a Blue Moon. It's really not. Blue Moon Belgian White, brightly brewed with Valencia orange peel and iconically garnished with an orange slice. And then you've got Blue Moon Light, a wheat beer from Blue Moon with exceptional taste and only 95 calories. I know that's right up your alley, T, as you continue to shed the LBs. Blue Moon Mango Wheat. It's a refreshing beer with ripe mango flavor, a hint of honey, and a biscuity malt sweetness. And then, of course, you got your Blue Moon non-alcoholic. Much like Blue Moon's iconic flagship beer, yet without the alcohol, Blue Moon non-alcoholic is still made with real Valencia orange peel and coriander. Why wouldn't it be? Get Blue Moon Light delivered by visiting get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared for delivery options. That is get.bluemoonbeer.com/Jared. Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Suck one. Rally caps, lucky socks, never stepping on the damn foul line. Baseball, my friends, is full of superstitions that we hope give us an edge. But let's be honest, most of it is just luck. That's how I used to feel about hair growth products until I found Nutrafol.
Mm-hmm.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand and the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. T, what league do the Red Sox play in?
The American League.
And what league is that in?
Major League Baseball.
Correct. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are physician-formulated, clinically tested, and NSF certified for sport. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Nutrafol has formulas for men at every age. There's Nutrafol Men for guys 18 to 49 to help grow thicker, fuller hair in 3 to 6 months. And Nutrafol Men 50 plus, you guessed it, designed for dudes over the age of 50. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine, it's super easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track. You love that free shipping, right, Jerry?
I love free shipping. It's my favorite thing about Nutrafol.
100%.
Besides the results that you get, obviously, but
yeah, naturally. And the connection to Major League Baseball where the Red Sox are in.
Yep.
Plus, with a Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20% and get added perks to support your hair health journey. I don't know. I threw growth in there. We're going to count it. Hair health growth journey. Sure. Why not? Find out why Nutrafol is the only hair growth supplement brand trusted by Major League Baseball. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code SECTION10. That is Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code SECTION10. Now back to that show, Section 10.
Jerry?
I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or anything because the vibes are high. But it's a question. It's a question that I have to ask you guys. I want to know. I want to, especially from T and Coley, the prospect guys.
Okay.
It's not. You can chime in too, Steve. But it's,
no, that's
it's
fine.
It's a minor
it's a prospect
question.
thing. Go to these boys. Yep.
The fact that you brought in Curtis Mead, who's under contract through 2031, and he's probably going to play second base, and you're targeting a shortstop potentially in trade. What does this mean for Marcelo Meyer? What does this mean for Kristian Campbell? You paid Campbell, so like, are these
Campbell?
Like,
I don't.
Campbell, he's like, if you were to ask him, he would tell you I'm not a second baseman. I'm assuming, maybe not publicly, but he would probably say I'm not a second. Yeah. So I just, you paid the guy. They have to, now that he's swinging the bat better and you've got people down there that are saying like, I think he's on the right path. It's not just like a hot streak where we can't explain the why. You've got people down there that to them, we understand the why and we're seeing the results. So Campbell's going to become a more interesting name, I think, coming up. Where does he fit in? And then Myers, like, oh, like I'm ahead of schedule, and it's like, great, get your fucking ass down to Worcester, and you can feel great over there. I don't know what his path is either. I don't think it might have been T that said that we don't see Meyer again if he stays in the organization. We don't see him again at the big league level.
I think we both said that.
Certainly tend to agree with that at this point, but you guys, the down on the farm guys, talk to me about mainly Campbell, because I don't give a fuck about Meyer right now.
Yeah, I think for Kristian Campbell, and I'm not saying this in a negative way. I think with how far they knew he was, they weren't counting on anything. He wasn't part of the plans for them this year. It was hopefully he figures it out, and if he somehow shows up and it all works out, awesome. We're just talking in the month of July, 341, 500, 537. It's a 1037 OPS, a 178 WRC plus. The K percentage has come down to 20%, and I know for some people it's like, oh, whatever. It's been well over 30% for some time. So, and the walk percentage is at the exact same percent.
Not to cut you off, T, if you have an OPS that's over 1,000, I can live with a 30% strikeout rate. But the fact that it's down to 20, like that's tangible progress for me.
And you're walking as much as you're striking out. It's like, all right, boom. Like those are the on-base skills we fell in love with. He has 2 homers this month, 2 doubles. So 14 games. Let's not lose our mind, but it's a great sign for someone who has not showed a lot of life for multiple months in a row.
Marcelo, the whole fucking year.
The first month, there was some real positivity there that resulted.
Sure, but they were playing dog shit. They were playing dog shit teams, and it wasn't this good. It wasn't this game after game. Was an 8-game hitting streak right now. Like it wasn't even that. So it was not as bad as it got. He also had like an illness that they were blaming.
I was about to say, everyone loved the splits before the illness and was like, look, that's proof that he's going to be all right. So like, that's why I don't like to discredit it too much.
But to your point, like I agree, they weren't, and they shouldn't have been building anything based off this year around like, oh, we're adding this guy. If he can double this and carry this into August, I actually think it would be interesting if he could be on this roster in September. I think that would be something, because he's also a guy who's going to have to stop playing as soon as the lockout happens. He's not just a minor leaguer. Like he will lose some progress with the lockout. But for a guy who had his swing completely rebuilt, his stance opened versus the most closed other than Giancarlo Stanton. Like he changed so much. You talked to Curtis Mead, who just kind of like changed his swing path. Do I have that right? It was just a swing path.
Yeah, there's some stuff with like the feet. I was looking at his Savant.
Yes, his stance too.
Tightened up a bit.
But it's like some of these guys can't handle one switch. Cody Bellinger took years to get his swing back after his back injury, and that was a guy who had already won MVP. So this happening, tremendous positive. Could he play this year? I'm not going to rule it out. If he continues to be hot, he is in Worcester. You know what I mean? He's a righty power bat. Alleged, like that's what he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So if that's just like a bonus they can add in September, yeah, they're going to win the fucking World Series. Like that's how that would go. Meyer, when you were talking about Story, I was thinking about Meyer. Like Story, if Meyer had just been like good, really good, because when I was looking at that 23 ranking for Mead, you know who's in the top 10, Jerry? Marcelo Meyer. You know who's been the worst major league player of that top 10? It's been Marcelo Meyer. It's kind of a loaded ranking to be fair to him, but it was hard looking at that, being like, man, there's a lot of really good names here, and they've all produced at the major league level, and he just hasn't. So Story was like 2 guys behind, and now Meyer, there's no reason for them to bring him back unless this thing bottoms out. They go on like a 20-game losing streak. Obviously not wishing for that, but there's no reason for him to not be in the minors and just fixing. Like he has some work to do too. As T has brought up more than anyone in the space, he was not ready the first time he came up and needed more and more seasoning. They came in this year. They kind of Campbelled him where they were just like, that's our guy, opening day second baseman. And that was never really fair to him or his development.
And I think when you see the Franklin Arias delay that happened, why people wanted to see him promoted, I think the Red Sox realized when Bregman got hurt last year, Meyer was really the only option they had at that point in time. So that's why he came up. It was one of those spots where it's like, if we promote Arias and someone gets hurt and we have to call him up, you're just replaying the same scenario over and over again at that point in time. I can't envision a path where you make a trade for a shortstop and Marcelo Meyer isn't going the other way. And his value is not what it once was. That is 100% there. The questions about hitting off-speed stuff, and I know he hit lefties a bit better in the big leagues, but now he's not impacting the baseball in the way he did before. Those are all going to exist. And listen, Marcelo was in the way of why you didn't trade for Ketel Marte over the offseason. You drew that line, and this is a spot where we've been showing Breslow a lot of love. This is clearly an asset. If it does not work out the way it needs to, and it hasn't, you mismanage that asset, you're not going to end up getting the most for it. So I would expect, if I was a betting man, I do think a trade's going to happen, and I would assume Meyer's going to a new place to get a fresh start, and they'll talk themselves into it like we talked ourselves into Vaughn Grissom, and it'll probably be one of those situations. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Vaughn's kind of cooking this year.
He really is.
I will say every time you go on Twitter with the West Coast games, it's like he fucking tied the game again, and then you go and look at the numbers, and they're not that good. And you're
the
like,
numbers
all right.
aren't great, but he's
It's
throwing
a
like
100
bounce.
WRC plus. Like
He's
104.
throwing bounce passes
104.
to second.
Yeah, he's been a highlight guy. He's specifically been like a Sports Center guy, so credit to him.
Red Sox
been
would
like
have killed
that.
for that.
Their cleanup hitter. Yeah, I mean, if he had done that, to your point, if he didn't get sick at the beginning and was just this guy, he's probably still here and like starting at second. I don't know that Arias was called up. Nah, I think he was called. He would still be in Portland if there weren't so many. Trying to figure out how to phrase this. If there weren't so many new eyes in Worcester this week. In the stands.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, like, to have him side by side. Like, once they send Myers' ass to Worcester, it's like, here's your competition. You better than this guy? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say that you're better than this guy?
That's the awkward thing of them sharing an infield down there.
Campbell
Because someone's
too.
going to have to play second.
Yeah.
Well, Myers
Which,
done it. Like, I'm not moving
So was Arias.
Yeah, but I'm not. But that's your shortstop of the future if you don't
Arias has
trade
done it
him.
for like Nazan Zanatello and shit. I agree. I wouldn't move Arias right now either in Worcester. And Marcelo's not even playing right now, right? That's not even an issue.
Just started doing T work. Kylie had it as basically no chance Arias gets moved. Now, who knows how that will change if the right deal comes along, but it's an interesting part of it.
Hatfield called it a rarely seen midweek promotion. They usually like to do it when the new teams come in and whatnot. So I noticed just there were a couple different scouts from a couple different other franchises who were in Worcester this week looking at some of the arms down there. Not that there's a huge glut, but I did find it interesting that they moved Arias right before the deadline up in front of some eyes, Jerry.
Yeah. So on Friday, I made it sound like I had the idea all along. Not true. I thought of it on Friday when we were down on the field for the trade deadline because we did a stream last year at my house. I want to do a stream on StreamYard so that everyone will be remote, but then book people for like 10 or 15 minute segments and have like the Ketchup panel, have the Sox prospect guys. I don't know. Like, I'm down to fucking, like, what time is it 6 p.m. or 4 p.m. this year? Watch it be 5.
It was 6 last year, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 4 last year.
6 p.m. this year.
Okay. Like, I'm down to start at noon and just bring people in all day and stream so that we like catch some sort of big fish.
No Sox game too, which is great. So you can just focus on that. I mean, honestly, the league shouldn't play on deadline day. It's one of the stupid things.
Yeah, but then you lose Hug Watch.
Yeah, no, true. I do like Hug Watch, but then there's like fake Hug Watch where it's like, no, they've been doing this for 2 years, and then everyone
I like a little fucking
like
over
both
the
sides of it where it's like, does that mean he's gone? Is he staying? Yeah, I guess. But
sure.
You want like the Wilmer Flores moment, the dude sobbing and crying at second base.
Those are great moments.
Which
they
is
really
life
are.
up.
Yeah, like remember when all the Cubs got traded, all the 16 Cubs got traded, and you had Chris Bryant being like, "What the fuck?"
If Connelly Early had got flipped during the game or during a game, Peyton Tolley may have fallen to the ground, and the medical staff would have surrounded him because you could tell the dude was battling. I don't know if anyone listened to the audio of him talking about how he found out. The quotes were like, "Oh, that's sad." It's even sadder to hear him talk through it because it's just sounds like a guy who lost his best friend.
Well, he did.
He did.
Imagine T if like I got traded to John Boy and then like you just had to stay on Section 10 and you never fucking talk to me again.
Who are we getting back?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. We got to get a couple pieces, I feel like.
Jake?
I'll take Jake.
I'm
Jared's
worth a
too
Plouffe.
big to get dealt. It has to be a lesser piece.
Anyone can get dealt.
If you traded me
it's
for
an
Plouffe,
albatross contract for sure. We'd be some of that.
Yeah. If you traded me for Plouffe and Joe's.
Oh, we're getting Plouffe?
Wow. Yeah, right.
That's a great
That's
deal.
a haul. That's a haul.
Big Plouffe
Future
guy.
picks?
Love Plouffe. Yeah,
Me too.
I'm down with that. Maybe get a couple of toss in a couple editors just to help out the fellas.
Oh, that'd
I
be
think
huge.
this would be good.
Yeah.
I mean, get you out of here.
Jared,
but
will you waive
get
it?
a couple editors? This would be nice.
What
You
I
got
would
no trade clause?
I'm going to DM Jimmy tonight.
What
We got a
show?
move for you guys.
They don't have a. Do they have a Red Sox show?
Yeah.
They do.
I don't
This
know.
is gonna
what
sound
it's
like
called.
an insult.
They have two Red Sox guys when they throw it to them for Red Sox stuff. I don't know.
True. Do
Actually,
they do a
if
show? I don't know if they do a show or not.
I don't think that they do a Red Sox show.
I'm pretty sure they don't.
T would have promoted it 1,000
Like we got
times.
ice. I think that's,
If they traded me, if I got traded to John Boy to start a Red Sox show, that would make sense.
yeah. I'd be pumped with Plouffe. I think he's
Yeah.
great. He's good point guard. Can
You
fit
guys
in
wouldn't give
anywhere.
a fuck. This
I think this is
example isn't
awesome.
working.
When's the trade happening? Is it tomorrow? This is
like if Peyton Tolley was like, "Fuck yeah, we got Curtis Mead."
Well, to be fair, you only said that about T.
like my example sucks, but that's
Yeah,
what
this-
we gotta be.
Jesus
I am a better
Christ.
person to trade.
That doesn't.
I don't have as much
Negative.
value.
Let's do
Negative
it.
asset.
Negative asset.
Yeah, that contract's tough. Well, T's already been losing money off his contract for doing stuff that bugs
T
Jared.
is- Listen,
Well,
T's
I
under the
said
hood numbers.
the fact
are
that
so
he,
ice chili.
huh?
I gotta say something because T did it to me this weekend as well. And Tyler, I'm gonna lead with a compliment. That's what I try to do anytime I insult you.
God.
I think you've had an incredible year. I really do. I think you've had a great
Thank
year.
you.
This has been awesome to follow. You've been
No,
obviously
he's been
super
crushing it
helpful
lately. Yeah,
with the socials. But you did something to Jared and I this weekend that is like rule number one, and it kills me. When you're tweeting and you're not replying to text, T, it is, I know nothing pisses Jared off more than that, and I don't blame him. And so we've texted you this weekend, and you're just firing off tweets, dude. I'm like,
Your
T,
excuse
we
was
need a
awful,
reply.
too. Your
Was
excuse
this
was like, I was
like
getting
in a
my
group
hair
chat?
cut.
And look at how confused he is because you did it, T. There's no one else that did it. You did it.
This was Friday.
And then yesterday, yeah, I had texted T and I'm waiting for a response, and he's talking about Mead's like forp dorp borp, but
yeah.
that happens.
T's and
T, why are you
awful
this
texter.
confused? What are you so confused about?
So these are separate occasions.
I have a question
Yeah.
for how you go about your process. Do you tweet from your phone or desktop?
Phone.
That's worse.
That's
I was gonna
yeah.
hope. I was hoping you
I don't
said
think it
text.
is.
Well, no, because
Well,
I
I
think
don't
it
check
is.
text
No,
if you're just
I'm
doing stuff.
looking at my phone. I'm just
locked
not
in.
answering you.
No,
Well,
No
when
clue
I
you're
start
getting.
recording things on my phone, I go into the moon mode, like whatever that shit's called. So the
not
notifications
disturb?
don't pop up.
Moon
yeah,
Do not
mode.
disturb.
whatever the moon symbol.
It's a
That's
moon
classic.
symbol.
Moon mode.
It's a dumb
Yeah.
thing to call it,
Moon
but
mode,
yeah.
yep.
So,
Yep.
Steve, I was bad last night when the Mead stuff was going down.
Yeah, and again,
Every
it's
night.
not a massive thing, but I realized I'm like, is he on his phone tweeting
Yeah.
this? Because then he's
Well,
not.
Jared does this thing where the minute I don't respond in the tweet, I get like a text that's a very strong threat. Like it's not a simple threat. It's like, I'm going to break both of your arms off and break them off your skull if you don't answer me in the next minute. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Like I don't ever ignore on purpose.
No, I'm
So-
not. I'm not saying you
I
do.
know that you're not ignoring me on purpose, but like, I think it was when I texted you about, like, I was like, hey, T, like, I'm going to need your help on something. And it was the top 15 things. And you just didn't respond. And then you're tweeting like, oh, fucking, Jeremy Japletus just hit a double for single A Salem. And I'm like, T, I just told you I need your help with something.
Yeah. No, I mean, Japletus is on the rise right now. So that's,
I mean,
that's
you
fair.
can't ignore what he's doing. So, like, we can talk
No.
about separate things here. Like, he's doing great, but then T's got to be better.
Yeah, like I'm like,
Hey,
it's not even
JJ.
like I was like, hey T, what's up? I was like, I need your help with something very specific. No response, but Japletus is getting tweeted out
T's
in
defense,
fucking 280 peak.
I know. I think I know a little bit about how T's brain works. There's a lot of it that I don't know, but I do think when Tyler's locked in on tweet mode, it's so hard to get him off of tweet mode. Like Martha
Yeah.
could be saying something. It's like, nope, I got to do send.
She
and ba,
could
ba,
be
ba, bang.
fighting off a coyote and he's just ripping fucking Chad Tracy's Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
No, this is a good one. So when I was in the barber chair and I was running late, shout out my boy Edwin. He just stepped up. He was ready to handle the cut.
Dude, shout out
The
Edwin,
Zach
man.
Neto stuff came out from Ken Rosenthal, and that is like I don't know what the fucking DEF CON levels are. I know I do this all the time. Whatever's the worst one. When you get a Ken Rosenthal piece on a Red Sox rumor, that is about as red as it gets outside of passing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I apologize. I can be better.
I think it's tougher.
Been hearing a lot of I'll be better. It's the same thing as fucking Steve. No, I hear you.
I hear you.
T's got I'll be better. Steve has no, I hear you. Been hearing a lot of it.
We got our go-tos, whatever. That's what it is.
Yeah, Ben Rice just hit a home run, T. You got to tweet that?
Oh, God.
What'd you say?
They're still getting smacked, though, right?
Not when I checked.
I don't know.
11-4. We're good. We're good.
Oh, okay. All right. Last I saw was 6-3, so that's fine.
Yeah.
When you're on the bird and you see the text banner come up, I think you have like 15 seconds to go over to the messages app before that text may as well have never been delivered.
There is something right to what Coley's saying there. There is like
if you
a
don't
window.
go right to it, it could be 2 hours before I open the messages app. And that's where it's just like, I'm not ignoring you. I saw it. Mentally, I replied. Kind of on you for not knowing I mentally replied. But it is my fault for not actually replying. But there's definitely times, because then I'll see something on Twitter and it's like, oh man, that hat's sick. And then I'm opening fucking Chrome, and then I'm on lids, and then
you're on
like,
eBay,
oh,
and
man.
it's like your text happened 10 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, one of my favorite porn stars. Let me go jerk off for a little bit. Like there's so many things that can come up.
Coley mid-jerk, like, yep, let me get back to you. Let me...
I got to put a pin in this real quick.
How many, T? That's so blurry. What does that say?
395.
That's how many unread texts you have?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I really do try to get to everyone. Like, that is my goal.
Hey.
You are the boss. And
it's
I
just
should
in demand, dude.
Yeah. Your mom, Martha, and me.
Hold
Those
on.
are the ones you got to get back to.
Can I read the message I sent to you? Hi, Steve. I see you.
That is
let me see. What did I text to you? Oh, here we go. T, or you said T, and then you put out your threat on Twitter, I think it was. And I said shit, and then I sent like big letters, shit. I was getting a haircut, I'm sorry. And then you said 10 grand. Poof.
Poof.
10 grand.
There it goes, bud.
Most expensive haircut of my life.
Quick 10K.
Shout out Edwin.
Shout him out, man.
EP, my guy.
Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah, he did a great
Jerry,
job.
you alluded to other shortstops before.
Mm-hmm.
We got names.
They definitely have government names. There's no doubt about it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'm hearing they're playing the old 6-hole.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I'm hearing about some 6-hole guys, you know?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Names that have already been floated, or other
No,
names
I haven't heard this name. No, I haven't heard. I mean, I've heard this name. I don't think the people have heard this name.
Big fish, you would say?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the type of fish that makes you just want to fucking just stick a fucking, what was that Fred Flintstone ice cream thing right up your ass? The push pop. Yeah. A Fred Flintstone push pop right up your ass if you heard this name.
Those have definitely been in the ass. That's almost perfect for ass play.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if our trade talks are getting out, but Trevor Plouffe just responded to one of my tweets. So I don't know if things are starting to leak here, but just attention for everybody.
Big Plouffe?
This will be a good deal. I'm excited. I want to see the specifics, obviously, but I think it's going to be big for the fellas.
This is like when Blaze Jordan started tweeting like his goodbye last offseason before he ended up getting dealt, because everyone thought he was getting flipped for Ivan Herrera. He was like, all right, guys, it's already over for me.
I'll see you. Take it easy.
Who is this fish?
Oh, he's a swimmer, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
No
is he
fish
young?
really stand out.
No one stands out?
That haven't been discussed.
Oh, I don't think he's been discussed publicly.
Volpe?
It's such a good name that I don't think Coley can compute that he would be on the table.
I thought Coley was playing dumb. Was he not here when I said it?
No,
I wasn't.
He wasn't.
I know.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So there's one
you
name
actually
that
don't know.
There's one name that I have floated, and I'm the only person who I saw float, and then I saw people making fake trades around it, so I know it came from me.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be my guy, Ellie.
Yeah.
That's a huge fish to me.
Pretty big fish, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
based on T's reaction, it seems like that's the guy you were talking about.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you do.
No, I don't. I don't work for the team.
No. No doubt. But the one you had heard that others hadn't heard seems like T just gave it away with the worst poker face of all time.
Listen, I have no idea what the Red Sox are planning on doing at the trade deadline.
No clue.
So do not aggregate.
Mookie?
Yeah, probably.
I think
It's not
he
a
would
big
be
name,
down.
though.
Yeah.
No.
You think he'd come back?
No.
You want to ask him?
Yeah, give him a ring. He just
don't know
pops,
his
a box
number
pops up.
Yeah.
Been waiting for
Hey,
the call,
guys.
guys, ever since that JD interview where I walked in and said I didn't want to do it.
Mookie Betts here.
I mean, the other one was a team we just talked about, but I can't imagine that.
What team?
Oh, the O's.
Oh.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Don't say it then.
I won't. I don't mean it, so I'm not going to say it. Wander?
Jesus. Do they still own his rights?
I think so. I don't
like
think
they
the league allowed them to get rid of that.
Right. Like
He's
they're
playing
still
in some form of representing the country in like some kind of
Prison
tournament.
league?
Yeah.
No, I was reading about it recently. It was like kind of shocking.
He's like, this is a red savant for one.
This guy's playing prison ball. He's got 100th percentile and everything.
He said, this is bloody.
He's playing for the DR and the baseball tournament of the Central American and Caribbean games.
Are those 9-on-9 matches, T?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the pitchers hit though.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, no DH. No DH.
Yeah.
What shortstop do you want, Coley?
Like realistic?
I mean, what's unrealistic? Like
I think Witt
Bobby Witt.
and Gunner. I think Witt and Gunner are unrealistic.
Sure.
I like Neto. I know T's not in love with the savant.
I'm not either, yeah.
I think that's years of being beaten down by being on the Angels. I genuinely believe that. They don't have the longest postseason drought in baseball. They have the longest postseason drought in professional sports. That's
Really?
how bad the loss. Me and
Yeah.
Withers did a mixtape last week. That's depressing. Like that's a level of suck that is hard for a young guy who was. I mean, were he and Mead in like the same draft? Like he came up immediately. There wasn't even a time to rank Neto because that was when they were fast tracking him, Shanuel, everybody. Fucking, was it Ryan Johnson last year was drafted and pitching in the same month.
Moore was another one of those guys. They just
Kristian Moore, who they hate now, and he hates them, and rightfully so. Like it's a clown show over there. I think he's a classic. Like, am I ready to give up Arias for him? Absolutely not. Like, I would have a firm price for him, but I think he would absolutely rake at Fenway in terms of guys I think are attainable. I don't believe the Mets when they say they aren't selling Lindor. I would love Lindor. I think Lindor's a star. Pena, I would love. I do not think Craig is capable of pulling off a trade with the Astros.
Houston told us to fuck off.
Sure, I think because Craig calls, like, I think 20 GMs see Craig's number and they're like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And I think there's like another 5 who he either hasn't talked to yet or could get a deal done. And then I think he's got his 5 guys who he can call at any point in time and get a deal done. And that's Milwaukee, that's St. Louis, it's kind of Pittsburgh, it's the White Sox.
I wouldn't even count the White Sox.
Yes and no. I mean, we got the Hicks deal done with them too. I kind of wish we had gotten Mead done then. I was thinking about that last night.
Yeah.
Stats had some interesting names in his tweet today that really kind of stood out to me.
Tatis.
Tyler Soderstrom, who I am a massive, massive fan of. Ivan Herrera is another name. And now these are non-shortstop options. He also threw out George Springer as like the bargain bin, what ends up falling to you if nothing ends up working out. Paredes, does he come back into that combo? Stats didn't rule that out either. And he mentioned Otto Lopez as a kind of wilder, weird one. But if you're talking shortstops,
BID guest tomorrow, Otto Lopez?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow. Should we ask him if he's thinking Sox?
If he's thinking
listen,
Sox,
second most valuable shortstop in baseball this year behind Bobby Witt Jr., Otto Lopez. But a much different profile than the players we're talking.
Yeah. I think we ask, that's the first question.
Sox?
So you guys, the last time I checked, you guys lost 10 straight games. You thinking Sox to kind of save it all here, or did they win today?
No, they lost, I think.
11 straight?
Yeesh.
Yep, 5-3.
There's no chance he's not thinking Sox. All right, so we
straight.
got to
He's
confirm
thinking
that.
Sox.
That'll be a big story. I can do a video on that on Tuesday or Monday night to drop Tuesday. Otto Lopez thinking Sox after Marlins fall for 12th straight.
I am curious though, like what I guess if you're dealing for someone like Soderstrom at that point in time who just signed a massive extension, there's probably a lot of pieces that would make the outfield situation, because he can play first. I don't believe anyone thinks he can play catcher at this point in time. So it's like a left fielder. How are you making that work with the current?
He's been. I thought did he not win a Gold Glove last year?
He was a finalist. He was incredible once he moved over
Yeah.
there. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not fucking DHing him. Steve.
Well, I'm thinking like once Roman's back, once the whole team's back.
Yeah.
Steve, what the fuck is going on Kalshi right now?
It's a great question, Jerry. We're going to look at the percentage chance that Kalshi users have for the Boston Red Sox to make the postseason.
Okay.
If you guys were to guess at this very moment, it's lower than Fangraphs, by the way, what
Really?
the percentage chance is. Yeah, normally Kalshi's higher, but what do you think they got the Sox for playing postseason ball?
71%?
Lower than that. You're close.
What the fuck? That's wrong then.
You're wrong, but I mean, you had a 1 in 100 chance, basically. T.
You frozen T.
He doesn't know what
I'm
you're
ready.
asked.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready.
T, what do you got?
Exactly 70.
No, incorrect. Mick?
Damn.
Yeah, Coley's right.
Wow.
67%. There we go. Nailed
Pretty
it.
baller. You didn't have to say
One of
it.
the highest percentages for them on the season. I believe they've peaked at 72% so far this year. That was July 22nd. So that was 4-5 days ago. So yeah, the Red Sox, 67% chance of making the playoffs. The comp to some other teams, they got the White Sox at 55, which feels kind of low, honestly, with them being in first place in that division. You got the Mariners at 58. You got Cleveland at 46. That's relatively low, too, considering they hold the playoff spot right now. So what the Sox have done lately, rather insane. They've gotten themselves to a 2 out of 3 chance of making the playoffs. If you said that a month ago, you would have called that person or people crazy. So yeah, head over to Kalsh. Get in on the action.
Yeah, get in on that shit. I wanted to ask Coley a question, and also curious where Steve is at on this. Ballpark it for me. How many players realistically, let's just consider the names that have been out there. It's not like a pie in the sky idea. Would you include Roman Anthony in a trade for?
Yeesh.
To me, it was Bobby Witt, and I don't know if there's another deal out there where I'm like, all right, it starts with Roman and I'm good with that. Like Bobby Witt, yeah, sure. I don't even think twice about it. But it would have to be a franchise player, because essentially Roman is your franchise player for better or for worse. He's your franchise player.
Yeah,
so
he's the face of the team, though.
Rumor is they offered Roman and decided to go with Connelly.
Yeah, I would need a franchise player back in any deal that had Roman in it.
I don't know.
So
I just don't think it's happening. It feels like it would be Bobby Witt or bust in that situation. I just don't think there's any scenario that that Breslow looks at this and goes, yeah, we're going to give up on Roman Anthony, not even really a full year into the process. Basically, 1 year into the process? When did he come up? It was like early June or late May of last year. And you've gotten, how many games out of Roman? 80 something?
Yeah.
At this point?
It's
Probably around there. So you've gotten like half a season out of this guy that was supposed to be the future of your team. Obviously, they look at him differently than Marcelo, than Kristian, than all those guys, considering what he was able to do in the WBC just this year. I think we've reached the point, honestly, where people are probably dumping on Roman a little too much. I think it's gotten a little bit overboard. And I get it. Like, he's obviously kind of put himself in this position, but you look every night on NBC Sports, and I love those guys, Felger, Hawley, like they're incredible, but it does seem like it's just
get rid of this guy?
Yeah, it's like a Roman dump fest like every night, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't think
that's Boston.
He deserves that much hate. I know that's this area, and I feel like the more you're out of sight, it's not even out of sight, out of mind with him, since he was talked about so much. When you're now like a Boston person, he's like, oh, okay, what was all that hype about, huh? So when he can't like defend himself with his play, there's nothing he can do. And so all we see is just him when he was out in the North End all the time. Like, that's all you have to go off of.
Another version of the Casas thing. It becomes
sucks.
like
it's like you really
look at.
Roman has to be sitting there losing his mind. He's like, I can't do anything to like change people's mind, and that's just kind of the nature of the situation. But I don't think they would really consider trading him for anybody right now.
No, I don't think it's come up at all. Witt is an obvious yes. I would put Skeens there.
Yeah.
Like, is that realistic?
Is Witt
but if we're in
realistic?
hypothetical land, then
I don't think so. If it weren't for the new stadium, I think Witt would be realistic. But they're getting a new stadium. They're not going to trade their franchise player.
But in their eyes, they'd be getting one.
Less of a guarantee, probably.
I guess. This is where I expect to have no one on my side. I would call up the Nationals again. Be like, give me that big honking outfielder, James Wood.
Another 30 homer season.
Those are the kind of players that you would look at. I don't know.
That's
Would you
probably
go for PCA?
No.
Like, PCA has
We
a
have
7
PCA
WAR.
at home.
He's going to win the fucking MVP.
That's nice. So is my center fielder.
Yeah, no offense to Sedan, though. They're operating on different planes.
I
PCA
guess.
has a 156 WRC plus right now and 23 jabs.
That's sick.
That's sick.
Well, hey, PCA, who is his favorite player? It's Sedan Rafaela, so just keep that in your brain.
We got PCA at home.
If Jordan had a long contract, like, I'd group him in there, but he doesn't. So
I
like
wouldn't.
that's a problem. I'm just looking at like the WAR leaderboard. Dylan Dingler, I'm not doing it for.
Imagine.
Sorry. I like Dylan Dingler a lot. I think he's a great ball player.
Dude, can we get Cal Raleigh for like Sadbiel Delzine? Like, what's his trade market right now?
I bet a lot of people would go Kevin McGonigal. I bet more people than you think.
Industry people, not like regular fans.
I think regular fans don't know who Kevin McGonigal is because he's
Not yet,
played for the
no.
Detroit Tigers.
Caminero is
I feel
interesting.
like people know. I feel like he's gone a little
The
bit mainstream.
casual baseball fan.
Probably not casual. I mean, it comes down to how you define casual. Like, he had a cool moment in Philly there that might have opened some eyes where it's like,
Steve,
oh, okay,
do you
they
think
care
if you
about
asked
him.
your dad, he would know?
Yeah, you're calling my dad a
He
casual
would.
fan?
I don't know.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
like
that's
trying
a-
to think of like a.
Oh, he'd be offended.
Jerry,
Yeah, no, but like
you're
you
gonna
say,
let
your
this
dad.
slob insult
No.
AP like that?
That
Like, I'm trying to
a
think of
snitch
like.
nuts, T.
No, your dad
That's
like
crazy.
reads my articles though, which means like you kind of got to be sick in the head to like put yourself through that.
He
I'm like
loves
trying
him.
to
He's
think
your
of
biggest
like.
fan.
AP
Oh.
is a Patreon subscriber.
100%.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He listens to Clean 40. He reads T's articles. Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome. Shout out Alan Peralt, man. I
know,
thought
the goat.
I thought that your parents didn't listen because we use bad
My
words.
mom doesn't, because I mean,
Okay.
she was a principal to all girls Catholic school. If it,
Yeah.
you swear, I've never sworn around my mom. Not once.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
the
swear.
ship that she
I
was-
didn't swear in
was
front of
running.
her. I didn't swear in front of her.
No, I mean, she loves you. She's a big fan of JC.
I love her
Yeah. It's
a
mutual.
lot.
T, let's try to
Oh,
land
what?
on who you're thinking here, because it's not my
T?
dad. It would be,
T.
I don't know.
He put up his
T?
finger. T.
Thank
Up.
you. When you don't swear in front of your mom, what are the words you use as a replacement for the swears?
Crap.
I saw that video of that dude being tortured, who's like the guy who doesn't swear. That's a great video. No, I'm just trying to think. Your dad was a bad like pick, but like the average dude who's throwing on what? Did I do something?
Sometimes T, man.
Me?
I always love when it turns into me. It's like T. We said T. There's like no one else in here.
What did I do?
Nothing.
Jared's gonna get the message across by just changing the colors of his background. Just go
I
red.
shut it
I'm
off. I was
upset.
ready to go home.
Green.
Yeah, just sometimes it just hurts to know that you've never really listened to the show before.
That was a Jared reference with the crap.
Yeah.
Oh,
From
I don't know that one.
2021.
I'm sorry.
I remember
I wasn't that era at all.
it was the
Definitely not.
2021 playoff run. And
What was that from? I just remember you saying that. What?
it was during the 2021 playoffs, and I was like, I forget what happened, but I was like, yeah, like I was really fired up, and I dropped a hard C at Fenway, and you were like, crap, and I was like, yeah, and you're like, what did it sound like? And I was like, oh, crap.
Was that
What
when
the
Steve
crap?
hated Eddie Rodriguez?
Huh?
Was that when Steve hated Eduardo Rodriguez?
Steve had.
Well, he
hated
was
Eddie
always Latino,
the whole
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I
I
would have loved him
remember
then.
being on my way to the Sports Hub the first year I was working there, and there was something about Eduardo Rodriguez, and then like I told myself I was going to listen to the podcast, and then I spent the whole way driving looking at Eduardo Rodriguez's like Savant page because I was trying to compete.
I don't even
something.
remember hating Erod. There's so much stuff we've said on this show that you could tell me. People will come up and say like, "Oh, remember that thing?" I'm like, "I'll take your word for it. I'm sure I said it. I got no clue if I actually did or not." But yeah, why not? Sounds good.
This whole time I've been negotiating with Trevor Plouffe.
Wow.
Okay.
So I said,
what are we getting?
we're talking on the pod right now about trading me for you. And he said 1-for-1 is insane. You and a controllable number 3 type. And I said, I think it was me and an editor for you. It's a 2-for-1. And he said, I'm in for that if we pay down some of your salary. And I said, I think we're willing to eat 30% of my salary. And he said, send me some private jet hours for my lieutenants and we have a deal. And I said, but are you willing to change positions and only talk Sox? Kind of contingent on that. And he said, I get to stay in LA and I get 10 minutes a show for Twins talk, non-negotiable. And I said, it has to be your closing thought. It can't be in the first hour. And he said, last minute ad. You have to step on Dallas's mound.
This whole convo's happened during the show. This is a lot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We're deep into talks.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Well,
gonna say,
the cool
these are
thing
advancing
is-
quickly.
If we get Trevor, we can have Matt Stafford on the podcast. And if we can have Matt Stafford, then we can probably get Clayton Kershaw.
Who?
What does that
Matt
do for the 10
Stafford?
exactly? Oh, you know Matt. Come on. No, Jared.
He's a quarterback.
Please.
He just won the MVP.
He just won it?
Former Little Leaguer.
He
It was
just
him
won it?
versus Drake May for MVP. You didn't see any of that?
No, I know who Matt Stafford is, but I thought he was like 2016 era good.
He's
or whatever.
old.
No,
He's
he
like
was.
40
He was
now.
2016 good.
All right. So I was right.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. He was really good in 16.
Yeah. He replaced Jared Goff.
It's traded for him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
But yeah, I guess we'll count that
Jared-
for sure.
yeah.
2 for
Yeah.
2.
Yeah. Red Sox win 6-4.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can get some Royce Lewis talk going on this program for once. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, why not?
I feel like that's all you talk about.
I haven't brought up Royce Lewis since he got demoted.
No. That can't be right.
That's certainly right.
No.
90 OPS plus. Royce Lewis.
It's like 4th on the team.
Good.
Is
take.
that wrong?
He's right behind Mead. Yeah, that's probably like. Did we miss any names for the Roman hypothetical trade?
I mean,
The
Jordan,
Caminero?
but that's not happening either. If they
Caminero?
don't want to give up Pena, they're not giving up Jordan. Yeah, but
I wouldn't trade him for Jordan.
why?
What do you mean? Why? Jordan's what? 8 years older.
Yeah, but he's a franchise-altering player.
Think about
Yeah,
the
he's
names
good
we're floating
now.
out there. Like other teams looking at the Sox right now, like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to give up the face of my team for this kid you sent to Florida that's been hurt all year. I'm all
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, like
You'd be
the
getting the
fans
best
of the teams of the
non-judge
players
back.
that we're talking about are listening to the segment being like, yeah, dude, sure, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Jordan, okay. Gonna win the Triple Crown.
Yeah, it's a waste.
Jordan
of
has a
That's
5
awesome.
F4 just DHing this year in 100 games.
pretty good.
He's a monster. I love Jordan. I would not trade Roman Anthony for him, and I will sleep well.
Closest-
I wouldn't trade Franklin Arias for him.
For Yordan Alvarez?
Correct.
Wow. Yeah, I would trade Franklin Arias. I'd drive him.
Mm-hmm. I would trade 3 Franklin Arias for Yordan Alvarez.
Well, if we can multiply them, then you could trade an unlimited amount of
keep
Franklin
one,
Arias.
trade the other 2.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Whoosh. All right, listen, man. I'm not wearing it right now, but I was wearing it on Friday night. I'm actually wearing looks like a dildo shirt. But on Friday, me and T were at Fenway Park. We were both repping the baseball lifestyle short sleeve hoodies, super comfy. And T, how many compliments do you think you got at Fenway?
37.
That's very specific. Did you keep count?
Super specific.
People don't say nice things to me usually, so I do count them when they happen.
Oh my God, you're a liar.
I think that's
no, it's not true.
Right?
Everywhere, it was Okajima. Yeah. Everywhere we turned, Tyler was getting compliments about his weight loss. Everywhere we turned.
It was very sweet.
Yeah. Steve?
I just want to add something in. Obviously, very sad that I wasn't there. 2 things I noticed from the video you guys are in. T's slim as hell.
Yep.
And the BL 101 stuff just looks incredible.
Looks great. Ow. Looks great. I'm probably going to need more. Like if I'm going to wear it every day, then I can't be like repeating fits. So I might have to pop on BL101.com and pick out some more fits, some more colorway. I got to match all the sneakers that I got. I got to get they have all these like very intriguing colorways. It's like, all right, well, let's find something that matches some of the sneakers that I own. Cause I have plenty of sneakers. I need more BL101. Yeah. I recently joined the 500,000 customers that have flocked to buy baseball lifestyle merch. They are the official apparel brand of Section 10, and Baseball is Dead. They've got everything that you'll wear off the field from youth through adult. This is also another Friday tradition. We go to Fenway when the Red Sox are home, but Baseball Lifestyle, they do drops at 1 p.m. Eastern every single Friday, and they're hot fire flames. When they're gone, you can't get them anymore. If it's your first order, use the promo code SECTION10, that's SECTION10, promo code SECTION10 for 20% off at BL101.com. That is promo code SECTION10 for 20% off at BL101.com. It's more than a game, it's a lifestyle. Go get yours.
All right, we're back here with Awaken 180 once again. And listen, I didn't realize how much of my day was spent negotiating with food until the negotiation stopped. What can I eat? When can I eat? Did I mess this up? Every meal had a pregame show and a postgame breakdown. But just over a month into Awaken 180, I am down 27 pounds. I've lost weight every week, and food takes up less space in my head. I used to sit there and always think about the next meal or when I was going to be able to go and order something and just munch on it in my room when nobody was looking. All of that has been erased because now I'm learning the proper habits I need to be a healthy person. And that starts with the Awaken 180 app. It gives me numbers, calories, proteins, carbs, and the plan tells me what to do. Every Friday, I meet with someone from the Seekonk location who looks at the picture. Last week, it was Jenna. Jenna gave me tips, showed me where I could tighten things up, and sent me into the next week with a better approach. A big thing was what I was marinating my grilled chicken with. The new solution, much healthier. It's going to keep me in a state where I'm losing weight. Those are the little things that make a massive difference in this journey. And listen, that's just what I like. I need someone telling me what to do and what I shouldn't do. It's not one person handing me a plan and disappearing. I've got a team working to help me succeed. My cravings are way down, I'm sleeping better, and I'm down a full shirt and pant size. Awaken 180 is medication-free weight loss with free support for life. Awaken 180 Weight Loss, the official weight loss company of the Boston Red Sox, awaken180weightloss.com.
Yeah, it's Friday. The Red Sox had Patrick Sandoval back on the mound, and
Mr. Jared, where is it? And I do think with Curtis Mead being here, Coley had a good tweet this morning. We're looking for something out of you.
Me?
You.
What'd I do?
Where is it?
Where's what?
Where the fuck is it, Jared?
What's going on?
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Where the fuck is it?
Where's what?
Where's my money, bro?
You
What's
gotta
happening?
be fucking me right now.
What?
Where the fuck is the notebook?
That is not why.
Don't start with this bullshit.
That is not why I tweeted that.
No, but it just made me think like it's a good way, like a double entendre, kind of.
I got kids.
We're not opening a notebook.
Hey, I'll say right now, T, you show that like 12-second clip to Dan Peralt, you're gonna be on a Netflix movie very soon. That was that was good. Where the fuck is it? That was good, T.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bring it back when someone sponsors it.
You can't change the parameters like that. You
like
promised
this.
everyone
money.
I'm the boss.
Nope.
He's trying to make us money, T. I'm fine with that.
You can't pull that card.
T, I'm the boss.
I can't rebut.
No, I'll fire you.
Yo, can I rebut though, bro? Like,
Nah.
I can't do anything here.
Mm-mm. Nah. Nope.
All right, game
Good
one.
play.
I'll do it. You want me to do it?
No.
No,
I'll put it like this.
It's when I was doing the Notebook, they sucked, and now they're good.
We're good. We're good, T. Game
As
one.
as long as we stay in chronological order, we don't jump ahead. You know what? All right, next series I'll do the Notebook.
Nah, you don't
I will because it's a perfect opportunity to get back into the routine. It sucks to get back into the routine of it. It's West Coast. Like it's not like I'm gonna like on the weekend. It's like I'm at Fenway. I'm not gonna be taking
9:40.
Oh
we
yeah,
got
that's
4 games. We're gonna bring it back for a 4-game.
Yeah, exactly. This will be the worst series of the year to bring it back
Oh,
for. Hey, come on! All the games are at like 10 o'clock. We're not.
The
doing
Reddit
Notebook.
was begging for the Notebook.
That's
The Reddit
don't
begs
give
for
a
a lot of
fuck
stuff.
what the Reddit wants. I deleted the app off my phone. It's gone. I don't give a fuck. I haven't looked
Shout
at
out to
it.
Reddit. I do love
Like
it.
when fuck you too. Then when I wasn't responding in there, of course I was still looking at it. Of course I was, and I owe Steven Jersey for that.
Yeah, of course.
But I genuinely deleted the app off my phone. I have not looked at it in 2 weeks. I haven't. Like I said, I haven't responded. I haven't replied since we left Philadelphia. Like I said,
Been good so far.
that's cold turkey, brother.
Yeah, it's been about
No relapses. Yep. No Twitter replies. No Reddit. I've just been fucking Adobe Premiere learning, scheming, just creating content. You know what I'm saying?
ghosting.
2 weeks with pay. What movie, T?
Chicken Little.
The Departed is correct. All right, game one.
Game one. Patrick Sandoval on the mound. And boy, was it a tough night for T to be Tony Siegel's denier because out of the leadoff spot, our guy, not T's guy, our guy goes 4 for 5 with a couple of ribbies and sets the tone for the entire series. I mean, like, I get like you're not going to sweep every series and it is what it is. But listen, you go up against Dylan Cease, who's probably going to win the Cy Young Award in the American League this year. I'm fine to pass that one off. You can have that one. It was great. Shout out to Andrew Monasterio for breaking up the no-hitter, and the walk broke up the perfect game. All that stuff's great. Fine, whatever. This was a great series win for the Red Sox to keep the momentum going. I'm trying to find the video. Did we tweet the audio of him talking about the nickname, or is that only on the Instagram?
It's on the IG. The tweet was the quote card.
Okay, let me pull that up real quick because that.
While you look for that, this was not a game they should have won. How many did the Jays leave on base in this game? It was 3 in the first at least.
LOBs 10.
10. We left 11.
Yeah,
sure, but we do that all the time.
You blew a 4-0 lead though most of the time.
Yeah,
when that happens. You don't
yeah.
control
Also
the game.
that, yeah,
That's a
like
good thing, man.
I'm
That's
not
a
saying it's a
good thing.
bad thing. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I'm saying
glad
this was a
we
game.
blew a 4-0 lead.
I
We
thought
had
Chad
set him
Tracy
down
deserved.
Sandoval on the mound.
Here it is. I got it.
It looked
I
like it was
got it. I
unraveling
got it.
early.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
If I told you 6 months ago you'd be on Apple TV doing a national interview at Fenway Park, what would you have said to me?
I would say you're drunk and you're crazy.
Secondly, we need to settle this once and for all. Tony Seagulls, is this a thing you like or don't?
I mean, I love it. I love it. I've never heard of it. I never would have thought that would be a thing, but I mean, I love it. Whoever came up with that, I give them a shout out. I love it.
Hey, Anthony, listen, man, we love watching you play. You've been a spirit animal for this team. We really appreciate you doing the time, doing double duty. Thanks so much, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me.
Thanks, Anthony.
That's the McMahon that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's the Mick. Do you think that he went into the clubhouse after and all of his teammates were like, don't ever fucking acknowledge that nickname ever again? Probably.
That's actually when the Curtis Mead deal came together. That's when they knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You think I'm widely hated in the dugout?
No. I mean, me and T were standing there while they were doing like infield, outfield, and whatever, and like the whole team, they just walked right past us like we were furniture. A far cry from what it used to be back in the day, where everyone would stop and be like, "How's things going? How's this? How's that? Yada yada. What do you think about this?" It was like I was a fucking light post. So it is what it is, man. Like I said, we don't gotta be friends. We don't gotta be friends.
No.
It's fine. Like I'm not gonna like normally the Red Sox acquire a player. It's like immediate Instagram follow, like try and get the follow back so that you can build that relationship and get them on the pod. I'm staying away. That won't happen again. Put it this way: they have to make the first move from now on. That's my policy. You have to make the first move, and then when I know that it's safe, then hey, would love to have you on the show. Yada yada yada. But for now, the block's too hot.
Seagulls is too positive a cat. I don't know that they like. You got to let him fly. I don't know that there's anyone in there telling him he can't be super positive, because that, I think, throws off his entire rhythm. So I don't know that anyone's like, "Hey, we're not rocking with this nickname." I think everyone's in. I think Fleming was hoping he'd be like, "Fuck."
His name stinks. I mean, what has Anthony Siegler done in terms of like how he shows himself to think that he's going to then shoot down a cool nickname? Like he is all about community and like the team and like, let's go. So if you're giving him something that's cool, then it's like, yeah, that sounds great. Like, awesome. Well, let me ride with that. It was cool to like feel like we needed that night. Cause like the second you had posted Tony Seagull's, I'm like, oh, this is a really good one. Like I really hope it gets the right amount of like attention and love. And he was kind of tailing off a little bit. So I'm like, hey, you don't want to lose a good nickname. He then has a massive game on national. Can we call that national TV? It's like streaming, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. But you have a big game on a big platform, and it just comes right back to the surface there. So credit to Will for asking too. That was cool.
Shout out Will, man.
Yeah. Shout out everyone. Everyone is doing
MLB
account. Shout out everyone, man. That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
at MLB, like that's great. Always.
Yeah.
Like us saying stupid things doesn't always need to be like a bit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a testament to us that those stupid things become part of these players' like identity at a certain point, which is very funny to me. We
gotta get a shirt in his hands.
Big time. Yeah.
There are a few things that like make me more excited than when the account tweets that, the MLB account, but more importantly, like we've talked about in the past, when people see it, that are like, what? Who won the game for them? Tony Seagulls? What the hell are you saying?
You're saying Tony Seagulls secured the ketchup? What the fuck does that mean?
Fuck is that?
What is that?
At MLB. No, it's the real account. They have the gold like badge.
You guys get hacked? What does this mean?
What the hell is this shit?
Is this AI? What Claude did you run this through?
Tony Seagulls is drizzling all over the team. What the
fuck?
No, Seagulls is a star, and like his playing. Like I almost like that his playing time's just gonna like pop up every now and then, because then I think that's when he can really be unleashed. Like late inning bat, late inning glove, just anything like that. I think he can be a real contributor in multiple ways.
I think he'll have a little Yoshida in him, where it's like, oh, right, we have this guy, and he's capable of a big swing. He's got some dick in him, like CC, but that's a classic. But no, I'm just excited that he's going to be around and that he had that moment because he deserves it.
Yeah, he's got some dick in him.
In the Monster City Connects, man, 7-1 this year, 6-5 last year, but all of those were walk-offs. There's just different vibes, man. 13-6 overall in the greens.
Yeah. Tony Seagulls got the party started on Friday with the homer. You had Sadon hit the 2-run homer that hit off the top shelf up there. And Red Sox blow a 4-0 lead. But then you had Romy, my homie, who never leans into that, oddly. He has the game-winning RBI double in the bottom of the 8th. And then who else but Tony Seagulls with an RBI double himself as a big, big insurance run. Red Sox win 6-4. Who cares about Saturday? T?
Couple things about that move. Chad Tracy going to Romy Gonzalez with a righty on the mound. What the fuck is that, dude? You just fucking touched your eyebrows like that when you had your pinky up. Okay? All right? Sorry, I threw my pinky
eyebrows. I don't have eyebrows.
You have eyebrow.
Did you just say I have a unibrow?
Bang. I used to have a unibrow. And depending on where you catch me in
completely
my haircut
dunked
cycle.
on him, dude. Just and flushed it.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to do you like that, bro.
Boom sauce.
But besides that, Jarren Duran scoring from first base on that play. Jarren Duran, JD.
16? Yeah.
Yes, him. Unreal. The speed, the send, all of it. And he scored easily. But a ball in the left field corner coming from first base like that, awesome. Just kind of the electricity that they've been playing with and the perfect guy in that situation. But I love seeing that kind of hustle.
I've blown this guy's horn since he showed up.
Big series for 16.
Huge.
Yeah. He might be getting some of that stuff. A little drizzle action here.
I think he might.
Fenway's had I know I wasn't there. I miss when I'm not there. It was a rare one, but it's had a Wrigley vibe, I feel like. Wrigley's probably the drunkest crowd of all baseball parks, and I say that respectfully. I think they just constantly have that vibe of the community, and we're all coming here to drink and take our shirts off, and Fenway's done that. Because the tarps off thing was kind of getting tired when a section would do it, but Fenway's like, no, we're going to have the whole park do it. We're going to have everybody do it. You see me do it, then you can do it, then the next section can do it. And I'm impressed because these are in some of the pricier seats too. People taking the shirts off. That dad in the prior series was doing it. I'm like, okay, everybody can go topless. Jared?
Did we kind of foresee this a little bit with the booby box?
A smidge, yeah, a little bit.
Was that 2017 or 2018?
18, because JD was here.
Right. Yeah, when he grabbed the boob in right field.
That's
one of the funniest
19.
moments
that
in Red
19.
Sox. That was 19. You're right.
Yeah,
Sure,
but the booby
post.
box was before that.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people listening that have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm one of them.
There's a lot of I get it. Yeah, the booby box. I'm looking at old tweets.
Mm-hmm.
It was May of 2019.
Yep.
Nope.
Prime Michael Chavis.
Nope. It was. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. It was May of 2018.
Mm-hmm. There was a specific individual that would tweet pictures from the park with hashtag booby box. That was definitely a moment in time in this show's history for sure. What are you looking at?
Me?
Yeah, what are you trying to figure out?
I'm reading I searched booby box. I searched my handle and then booby box.
Isn't that impossible now? Unless you're on
tweets.
the advanced search. Twitter search is so hard to pull stuff
You got to
up.
do from and then whatever the two dots.
Even that
No,
doesn't
because then
work anymore.
that's me talking about it. These are replies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out Fenway.
Anyway, I'm out.
Shout him out.
But yeah, Dylan Cease was great. That's really all that needs to be said about it.
That was, dude, what a performance. Holy hell. And you knew early, too. It was the third inning. I'm like, let's wrap this thing up. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, Red Sox.
Unbelievable play from Cedon early when that was still a game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
good point.
do feel like the Patrick Sandoval stuff. There are a couple things. I know it was a little rocky early on, but we have 3 starts now. It's a 3.21 ERA, a 3.04 FIP. A lot of soft contact, more than I expected. 85.8 average exit velo, 31.9 hard hit percentage, 2.1% barrel percentage. The 3.68 expected ERA is another sign of just kind of what the soft contact has been. And in that final inning in the 5th, he topped out at 97. He saved a sinker in his pocket. So as he continues to get more comfortable, this is now a pretty important arm without Connelly Early in the mix here. So feels like we need to pay maybe a little more attention to what Patrick Sandoval is doing because they're going to depend on him.
Just to piggyback real quick off the Cedon point there, Coley, I feel like that screenshot you tweet out that a lot of people have put out there, the Curacao Little League one, that perfectly sums up Cedon now. He's just a kid playing ball. Like he's just like a little leaguer out there. Every time they show him, he's twirling his glove.
Spinning the glove, yeah.
He loves spinning the glove. That's like his favorite thing ever.
He's having a blast.
I don't think there's ever a time they show him where he's not twirling that thing or spitting. Like he's just loving every second of it. But his jumps have been quicker. I feel like his first jump has been a little bit better. He had one earlier in the series, I believe game 1, where he kind of took more of a banana route to it and still was able to dive and get the ball. But everything out there is great. I get excited when it's like, all right, let's see if you can get this one. And they asked him after the game too, of like, do you feel like you can get to every ball? And you can guess what his well, yeah, he never really expands too much, but it's like, yeah, I think if it's, in my space, I can get it. And that's kind of how he plays. So
he's not wrong.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah, he's
good reminder of how important Tyron Guerrero is as well, with Greg Weissert giving up a 3-run blast. How important it is to just have that extra bridge to Slayton, who looks really good right now, and to Chapman as well. And Whitlock, who I curse that night, unfortunately.
Cool new chain for Sadon, too. See the star? I'm assuming that's because he's an all-star. So, nice little bling
I don't know
there.
if I've noticed the chain.
It's a really nice look. I noticed it on the Apple.
Fucking is it like, yeah, Greg can't give up that home run there. That umpire, are you fucking me, dude? Like,
so bad.
What are these calls?
So bad.
What are these calls?
He was atrocious. Did you guys know about Passon mentioned this earlier in the season. I feel like it didn't really get discussed that much, that these guys, the umps, have the earpiece in and they're being told where they're missing during the game by the guys in New York. So they're getting updates on where they're missing calls and to kind of tighten it up, on the outside or down and away. And so he was definitely being told that, and still atrocious as the game went on. Because I feel like the home plate umps have been pretty good this season, all things considered. Yeah, outside of the outliers of some of the worst performances you've ever seen, like in Cincinnati. But really, really, really bad misses. Yeah, the Vladdy one was, you just can't miss that ball.
That's why that game became a game. If he doesn't get that, Vladdy just sits down, and that's kind of the end of that chapter. So yeah, that pissed me off. But another chance for them to show they're resilient. I know T wants to talk about Chad pulling the right levers. He got a little distracted, but Romy right on right came through. Big spot.
Every time. Fuck.
Fake frozen.
His stroke, I think.
Fuck, dude! I've tweeted so much the last fucking 24 hours.
Have him, you put together a fucking document. You put together a full document, a manifesto, and you don't just put these at the top of that. You buffoon. This is why you bought the printer.
I think T's having a great show. I tip my cap. He just did a fake freeze to try to get out of a suspension.
He also did it in a face that was impossible to hold for any amount of time.
I know. He was moving around a little bit too much. Good effort though, T.
Crazy. Yeah, no.
It should just be at the top of the notes. I don't know how that's not the case by now. That should have happened years ago.
Run it back.
Bozo.
Chad Socks, masterclass. Tony Siegel's in my ass. Duran, real life flash.
Duran, beat my ass.
Big clash. In my ass.
Ketchup is non-stop. Sack bunts will make your bed rock. Rangers back, teardrop.
What just happened?
Series of haikus by Tyler Milligan.
What just happened?
That was such a team move by Coley. Damn.
Jesus Christ.
I was just spinning.
Yeah.
I feel like that first one has to be a Taiku of the Year nominee.
I appreciate that. A lot of people were very, I don't think they knew how to react to it.
Oh, no, it was exactly how I would have wanted you to write it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Honestly, that's the kind of one that Jared would have tweaked when you did it live on here. So, you're learning what he would probably prefer.
Yeah. Like, it was like, Anthony Siegler made of glass. I would have been like, no, Anthony Siegler in my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He piped me down.
Right.
I'm getting better at writing him at Fenway.
Yeah. So I was sitting next to T for the game, and homeboy had the fucking Webster's dictionary up. Did you know that I was watching you while you were doing this?
No, I'm not trying to hide anything. So I use Rhyme Zone a lot. That's one of my go-tos. And then I just start.
Rhyme Zone.
I have a first line, and it's like, how do I go from here? And then I start looking at the words. And sometimes I like the second line so much, I'm like, run it back. I got to change it. But that's my process at the moment.
Sure. Yeah. No, I was watching, and it was fun to watch you perform your craft. It was like watching Picasso paint.
Thank you.
Okay, series finale was today at AMB. It was the return of Ranger Suarez, who went 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, did not allow a run, didn't walk anyone, punched out 6, and was limited to 64 pitches, but 42 for strikes. T, what'd you see from Ranger today?
Yeah, the velocity was down a full tick. Not shocking because he's still building back up. More of the sinker, cutter, and slider. And what was pretty surprising was the slider usage. He had a 3% usage rate on it this year. It was up to 13% in the start. And it was playing 6 whiffs, 5 of them on the slider. So a little bit of an arsenal change, but 80% first pitch strikes. And that was what he was doing. He got ahead of everyone, and it let him just kind of stay in control of the full outing. But just about what you would ask for or hope for a guy who missed a couple weeks and had no rehab outing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, actually, this is better than I expected. Because, I wasn't really, looking at the velocity. I was just like, all right, is he getting outs? Is he working quick innings? Is he efficient? Is he laboring? And no, he wasn't. That double play that he turned today as well, was probably one of the most pivotal moments of the entire game. Yeah, so shout out Ranger Suarez.
Sexy. That's one of the best pitcher plays I think I've ever seen. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but that was great.
There's no one in the game who fields as well as he does off the mound. And he set his goal for a long time. That was his MO coming in. Yeah, he wants to win a Gold Glove. It just hasn't happened because he usually misses some time every year.
That's fine.
That whole play, you come off the mound, get it, kind of almost sidearmed it to second. Just everything was in one motion, very smooth. That was incredible.
Ceddanne Rafaela kickstarted the scoring today with a RBI knock in the bottom of the third. Jarren Duran beat the fuck out of, I believe it was a fastball, to make it 3-0, 2-run knock in the fourth. Jahmai Jones, who I thought for sure was going to be the corresponding move for Curtis Mead. It was not.
Did you say goodbye to him on Twitter? You put his death certificate in.
Yeah, I thought for sure that he was going to be the guy, but he wasn't. He's still here. Jahmai Jones doubled to make it 5-0, 2-run double. And then Willier, who was really dragging ass, he was, I think, 0 for 20 at the time of
Which is
the
on
RBI.
schedule, coming off of what he did.
Yeah. He was like, whoa, too hot.
Yeah, he's like this. I tell you guys, this is what I do.
Yeah, 0 for 20 broken up with an RBI double to make it 6-0, which should have been the fucking final score. That ninth inning was pretty fucked up the way that it played out.
Kind of Wilson's fault.
What is Wilson doing
you gotta
there?
flip to Watson.
I almost
there.
want to whisper it because I love him so much, but what? Watson kind of showed him up a little bit too.
He was pissed. I think didn't he say throw the fucking ball?
Oh, I didn't catch that. That's a little crazy if he went that far. But
has he been killed? If he hasn't been killed,
I know. I was like, you're saying that to Wilson Contreras.
I thought someone
that was
tweeted a video and tagged us in it. I think
there was a split second there where I was like, is this about to be a little scuffle within the team?
You remember the Sonny Gray moment when Wilson was just absolutely fuming at him, and they seemed to love each other. But I think that's just part of the Contreras experience. His defensive metrics have taken a hit. I don't know if you feel like the eye test has spoken to that. I don't feel like he's been as good as he was to begin the year, but he definitely hasn't been anything close to. I'd call him above average still, just watching through the eye test.
I mean, he had that. Was that this series where he just fell down trying to
Yes.
field a ball that was hit like at second base? Like it was
He literally
never
tried to
his
become the
ball.
second baseman. I don't know what he was doing. When they showed the behind angle, I'm like, Wilson, that is the most second base ball of all time.
This was right after he had. Did he slide into first and second? Am I making that up?
He dove his first into first when he didn't have to.
I love it. He's like everything he's doing is to fire the guys up. I'm not even gonna say what I was just thinking, but like I can't have him like shattering his finger sliding into second. Like I was confident he would stay in the game and be fine, but like that's where this all falls apart quickly.
Big time. And he deserves credit. I mean, versus a lot of other Red Sox players we've seen, not to name any names, but even just over the years, this guy stays in there. He constantly stays in there. And even when he obviously gets a little banged up, if he gets plunked like he does more than basically anybody in baseball, he is a guy that's going to play through pain. It's just, to your point, let's limit the pain you don't need. Like, you just don't need to be diving headfirst into first when you got that bag won. It's not necessary.
And then it's just like, I don't even want him stealing bases.
No, not really. They sent him.
How does that
times.
help us?
A horrendous steal attempt in that second game. It's like, what are you even attempting to do by
Didn't need it
there?
Didn't need it.
There's no way anyone on the coaching staff sent him. That is a full Wilson Contreras decision.
Yeah.
One thing on his defense that you were just talking about, like, I think he was afforded a lot of like crazy plays that he made early in the season, and that just hasn't happened as much lately. So, like, is that part of the fall off? One thing I've noticed, he's not like abandoning first anymore. Like, he's trusting the throws in a way that he didn't for like the first 2.5 months of this season. Now it's different people throwing the ball too, but even Durbin, I think he's like, I've scared this guy enough. Like, he's going to reach me in the air now.
Yeah. Story was almost like setting him up for highlight plays. It felt like sometimes too with the throws he was making at the beginning of the year, where like Wilson had to, gum with a crazy pick or jump super high off the bag. And no, he's had a lot more consistency in that infield than I do think part of it's probably he's banged up, and that's probably where you see it more than anywhere where maybe the range isn't quite what it was on balls down the line or whatever it may be.
And you'll even see his reaction for a ball that maybe he can try to dive after. He'll then kind of be like, something's barking at that point. So there's obviously a direct connection between those two.
Yeah, Red Sox win 6-1. Steve. Yeah, big Steve.
Jared.
Yeah.
You know what makes me want to pull my hair out?
Ooh, can I guess?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get it, but go ahead.
Can you give me a hint?
Yeah. It's about, no, that's going to give it away. It's about a tire. It's about fashion.
Oh, I don't care then.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't. The lack of throwback uniforms worn in the majors really kind of grinds my gears. It really kind of bugs me because they had the throwback hats.
Did you say a tire?
A tire.
Oh, what the fuck?
It was,
I heard it
once he said fashion, then I knew what kind of tire he was talking about.
A tire.
Yeah, you said, yeah. I thought, yeah. Whatever.
So you're like,
dude.
wait, you're just talking about cars? Yeah, we'll skip by that part.
Yeah, I was like, a tire. Who cares?
Why does that factor in here?
Yeah.
No, but just the lack of throwback uniforms worn in the majors. I feel like it's notable at this point. So they do the throwback hats this weekend because of Hall of Fame weekend, which I think is cool. Like, that's fine. But go the next step. Like, have every team in baseball wear a throwback uniform this weekend. How cool would that have been if you look around the league and everybody's wearing a jersey from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s for some of these, like the Rays, those kind of teams? Like, it just feels like MLB can't get out of their own way sometimes. It really annoys me. We've done a great job with the City Connects. I won't complain. I'm still on my journey trying to collect all of those that have ever existed. Yankees and A's join the party at some point. Obviously, I'm not going to get one of those jerseys, but just lean into the nostalgia. Lean into, you're the most throwback game ever. Like,
A's don't have
America's
one?
past them and all that. A's and Yankees are the only ones that don't have one. But
That's
Yankees
shocking
won't
that
have
the
one.
A's did not join the party.
would have thought at that point, but then they had enough on their hands with the last season in Oakland, and I don't know. I'm sure that.
Yeah, I
factored
guess
into it
you
a
have
little
to
bit,
have
but
a city to connect to. You know what I mean?
He's not wrong.
I mean, that's
why.
That's the whole point. that's the whole point.
Literally in the name. It's half the name. So yeah, that is true. But I know I'm probably in the minority, Jerry, but I still want them to have the Red Sox sock jersey, the 1908 one that Nomar wore. If you could have that, that'd be great.
Make it smaller.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Whatever, meet in the middle somewhere. But it just would have been cool to see everybody wearing throwback uniforms this weekend. I feel like that would have highlighted the Hall of Fame thing a little more. They'll do something like this where it's like, do people even know? I bet a lot of people saw the throwback hat and was like, what? Because then you're pairing it with a normal...
Me.
It's on while other baseball games are on. Why does everything you have to do... Like, another game needs to be going on. They need to have 8 other games on TV. It's so fucking annoying. Let yourself have a moment and let people watch it, and then the games can be played after, before. Pick a fucking lane, just not during.
Go.
Here's me fixing baseball, as I've done so many times just out of the goodness of my heart. July 3rd, Home Run Derby. July 4th, All-Star Game. July 5th, Hall of Fame induction. July 6th, baseball back for the second half. Done.
No complaints
Shouldn't be
here.
that easy.
Because doesn't it seem like it gets overlooked? It's like, oh, well, what did Andrew Jones say? Oh, Sox just scored 2. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on in these days. And again, with the trade deadline, just have that be an off day for everybody. I don't know. There's just obvious stuff the league doesn't do, and it really drives me nuts. But even over the course of our lives, and yours too, T, they've had more throwback unis than now. They just never do it anymore. There's some random times here or there that they'll throw some in there. And I know
it's a Nike.
I think it's a Nike issue. Stupid ass Nike, and I love Nike. It's my favorite brand ever. But like, who made these rules? It just make more jerseys and make more money. If they sold those this weekend, they'd make so much money. If they pick whatever throwback jersey you want, and you have that of your favorite player. I'm trying to think of like the top guy on the Sox right now because I don't recommend anybody get a player jersey for the Red Sox now. But
I think Wilson would sell.
A Wilson throwback would be sick, but instead they just do the hats. Whatever. It's something that probably annoys me more than most. But if no throwback jerseys also made you pull your hair out, then go use Nutrafol and get that hair back.
Yeah, no, I like that plan. To speak to that, I know plenty of people that when I got back from Philly, I'd be like, oh yeah, I just got back from Philly. Oh, what were you there for? The All-Star game? The All-Star game was this week? The Home Run Derby was on Monday? Yeah. I didn't even know. The Home Run Derby was on Monday. Like, these are people that are obviously not diehard baseball people, but would probably tune in to watch the Home Run Derby. Was not promoted super great by the sport, and it was obviously on Netflix. So was it the lowest viewed Home Run Derby in like the last 20 years or something like that?
Because of Netflix.
When it's on a streamer, that's misleading.
Yeah, but like fucking
compared to Fox, like everyone has Fox. That's
right. But I mean, fucking Jake Paul fighting someone is on Netflix and they break the servers because of how many people are watching it. If you want to watch it, you'll watch it.
No, I know. It's just an access thing at the end of the day. But to that point, yeah, there's Uber drivers that are bringing us to the Home Run Derby that don't know the Home Run Derby is going on, and that the All-Star game's going on at Philly. So they could promote all this stuff a lot better. That's been the case for a while.
Yeah, especially the Futures game and the fucking draft.
It's one of the coolest moments of the weekend, and it doesn't get discussed.
No,
and they had cool jerseys for that, but then they can't make the cool jersey for the All-Star game.
If you wanted, first of all, the MLB draft, they're trying to get people to care about it. And this year, it was on 3 different channels. It'd be like, all right, yeah, picks 1 through 10 are on this channel, and you want fucking 11 through 25 is on this, and then you got to go to MLB.com to get these picks. It's like, dude, why can't we just fucking sit down and watch the draft? Like, why?
Did you watch any of the day 2 draft?
No, I just watched day 1.
There's no public access cable quality production, because it's literally just a screen saying who's on the clock, and then it will just be a voice being like Tampa Bay Rays, and then there'll be like, there's no counter because everyone's
Catholic
just making
Bishop High School,
So,
Junior Lake.
So
And then-
me and Mikey are working on a documentary. Did I already say this on the show?
Maybe.
I can't remember if I did. But I'm a Saugus kid. I grew up on the North Shore, and Jeff Allison was a first round pick of the Marlins, I believe 17th overall in 2003. So he would have been a senior when I was in 8th grade. So I just missed. I definitely wouldn't have fucking played against him. I didn't make varsity my freshman year, but his high school numbers were unbelievable. And if you don't know his story, wait because go Google it if you want to to pique your interest. But yeah, I think, we're kind of preparing for what off-season content's going to look like, what if there's lockout content. Like, I don't just want to fucking talk about the lockout over and over and over again. I want to make baseball content that's like interesting and captivating. So he was the first person I thought of to do a mini doc about. And the only reason why I'm saying all this is because we got some footage of the day that he got drafted, and he's sitting in his computer room at home, and like they like lost the internet, like dial-up signal. And it's just like, fuck. Like you can't, like you're just, if you weren't on AOL to hear your name get called, then it was like, all right, well, like, how do you find out that you got drafted? Like there's no MLB Network. There's no, I don't even know if they were updating MLB Dog. I think it was just like it was almost like internet radio. There was like a transmission over MLB.com that you had to sit there and listen to it to see if you got drafted. But
connected to AOL, so you can't use your phone, so we can't even get the call from the island.
Yeah, that's honestly probably what happened. They probably tried to call the house, and then it kicked them off AOL.
House just exploded. So we don't
yeah, but he went to PBD High. He knows Trig well.
Oh, listen, I'm excited for this. I'm not trying to crap on it. You North Shore people. It's the only guy I ever hear about when I'm talking to someone from the North
Jeff
Shore.
Allison?
Oh, you like baseball? You gotta love Jeff Allison. It's like, that name just did not ring bells inside the city like it did.
The most North Shore thing of all time was so like I obviously knew of him. I had never met him. I had never talked to him. And on Mother's Day, I went to a flower shop. It was the day before Mother's Day. Went to a flower shop to get flowers for all the fucking moms out there. And it was the husband of the woman who owned the flower shop. We got talking, got on baseball, and he was like, you know Jeff Allison? And I was like, not personally, no. I was like, I'm obviously very familiar with his story. And he's like, give me a number. He took down I was like, yeah, if you can put me in touch with him. Took down my name, email, phone number. Didn't hear anything for 2 months, and then finally got a text. Hey, this is Jeff. Heard you were looking for me. And I was like, yeah, kind of. I was like, I didn't know how he was going to react. I didn't know if he was going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not talking about my story anymore. Like, it's done. So we, of course, most North Shore shit of all time. I was like, we got to get dinner at Kowloon. So we went to Kowloon for, I believe it was the 14th consecutive victory. Maybe that sounds right. 13 or 14. So we're at Kowloon, got the Nesson on the phone. We're watching the Sox. We're doing wings and rice and all this. And just, it was a wild experience for me because I feel like I had heard his story from everyone but him. Sure. And like, he's just been this mythical character that has existed in my orbit for so long, but I had never met him, never spoken to him. Had no idea if he knew who I was. But yeah, went to Kowloon, got the story, and just told Mikey, I was like, this is something that, you got to sink your teeth into, and it's going to be great. Like I have so many different ideas for how I want to do it, and to do it justice, But yeah, if you don't know the story, you're about to find out.
Don't Google it.
Don't Google it. Wait for Mikey's masterpiece.
Whoosh. When we were kids, summer meant freedom. Meant no homework, no teachers, no school. And as adults, summer still means freedom thanks to Mint Mobile's summer sale. Right now, all of Mint's plans are just $15 a month, even the unlimited one. So free yourself from big wireless and their gimmicks and gotchas and switch to Mint for high-speed data and coverage on the T-Mobile 5G network. Mint Mobile took what's wrong with wireless and made it right with premium wireless for $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. You can even bring your current phone and your number. Choose from 3, 6, or 12-month plans. Say bye-bye to a monthly bill. Ditch overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile. It's so easy. Sign up online. Get 3 months of premium wireless services for just $15 a month. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/section10. That's mintmobile.com/section10. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/section10. That's it. There's no catch. Upfront payment. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or 180 bones for 12 months. For 12 months, plan required. $15 per month, equivalent, taxes and fees. Buddy, those are extra. Initial plan terms only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow. When network is busy, includes up to 20 gigabyte hotspot. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com for details.
And as always, this episode of Section 10 is sponsored by BetterHelp. For some, summer is their favorite season. Travel picks up, kids are out of school, the adventure is the focus, and for others, juggling it all can be tough and can lead to overwhelm and counting down the minutes until the kids are back in school, and many worry that they are wasting days of sunshine. Steve, do you feel like you're wasting days of sunshine? I feel like you're not. You've been going to the Cape a lot?
Yeah, I've been going to Cape a lot, but I'm still inside more than I should be. I want to get that sunshine while it's still here.
Yeah, you've got to chase down that sunshine, brother. Because with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally, and it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the United States. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and their 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to a different therapist at any time from their tailored recommendations. You don't have to say yes to everything this summer. You can find support in therapy. Sign up right now, and you get 10% off. A beautiful 10% off promo code if you go to betterhelp.com/rocket. That is BetterHelp, HELP.com/rocket. Back to the show.
I thought you were sitting good.
Anyways.
Ketchup Series MVP. Series MVP.
The Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is brought to you by Clark's Ketchup. Drizzle that ketchup. And boy, do we have a surprise for you guys today. Oh, yeah. I texted Will Fleming, as I always do. And I'm like, who do we get on the audio? Thinking it's going to be like either solo Will or it's going to be Will and Loomer. Sometimes we get Will, and Lou. I believe we have a foursome today.
Ooh, okay.
I think we got a foursome.
That'll be a good 10 minutes.
And I want to say we got old Mikey Monaco as part of the gang.
Oh.
Let's go. Yeah, I believe we're being treated to a Mikey Monaco on a Sunday. Steven, do you have the Ketchup Crew vote from patreon.com/section10 podcast? You don't have to tell me what it is now, but just to have it ready.
Yep, I'll pull it up.
Okay. All right. The first vote for Clark's Ketchup Series MVP belongs to the Mick Man, Coley Mick.
Shout out my guy JD16. He's getting a big packet for just continuing to do the damn thing. Suarez, I think Suarez coming out today. Obviously, Cease on Saturday shoved. That needed to be turned around quickly. It's not like we were going up against a scrub today in Gosman. he did his job, even if it wasn't even a quality start. Rest in peace to Sonny Gray's quality start streak. But for me, Seagulls gets a huge packet, obviously, setting the tone with that leadoff dinger. But for me, even in the loss, some stars just shine brighter than others. And for a guy who contributed in all 3 games, home run in the first game, crazy double play, just run-of-the-mill catch for him. And then, to me, the game-winning RBI today, I really don't care about that one run in the 9th. This was a shutout, and it could have been a 1-0 shutout on the back of Cedar Rafaela.
Wow. 1 vote, Cedar. Steven.
Yes, packet to Alec Gamboa for eating 4 valuable innings in Game 2. Keeps the pen fresh for the series clinching finale on Sunday. Also knowing that Suarez probably wasn't going to be able to go deep, that helped a lot. Packet to 16 for having one of his biggest games of the year in the finale. He's led the team with 9 RBIs over this 10-game homestand, longest one of the season, and Jaron has been delivering. Packet to Andrew Monasterio for preventing the Sox from getting no hit at Fenway for the first time in 68 years. Yeah. I feel like that's 100% a no-hitter. And I'm not just saying by the obvious because he got the only hit. I don't think anyone else touches Cease after that. And even Cease was like, how did you hit that? The ball almost hit him. That was crazy. I feel like we probably didn't talk about that enough. But yeah, shout out to Monasterio for that. But this guy had such a big game to start this series. And I know he didn't really do anything else for the rest of the series, but it was so Ketchup worthy. And for Friday, that game mattered a lot. You're coming off the series finale loss. You're coming off the streak ending. It's like, all right, do they still have any magic left? They blow a 4-run lead and they're tied, and then, find a way to win that game when we have tied in the 8th. Shout out to Coley Mick for getting his Tony Seagulls nickname a shout out there on Friday. So yeah, Mike Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is none other than Tony Seagulls.
Wow. Tate?
Yeah, I was between 3 guys. I think really.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah. Jesus, guys. Grow up. It was Duran, Rafaela, and Chad Tracy, actually, for me. But I think I'm going to give some packets to Duran. I'm going to give packets to Rafaela for all the reasons mentioned. Justin Slayton, I'm throwing a packet your way. The curveball coming back out against lefties. Oh, my. That had knees buckling today. That is a great sign. Tyron Guerrero for continuing to just be automatic. Hey, 3 outs. Not even something he does anymore. We're looking for 4, 5, 6 outs regularly. Deserves a ton of credit. Patrick Sandoval and Ranger Suarez giving you enough. Just not going out there and crapping your pants. There's something worthy in that. But I'm going to go with Chad Tracy here. And I go to game 1 where he made the move to bring Romy Gonzalez in. Ends up paying off in a big way. Hits another home run with Jahmai Jones and the 2-run double he had today coming off the bench as well. Just another really nice call. And when we're talking about sacrifice bunts, which the Red Sox have 11 this month, something that is really changing the identity of the team. Tracy said he only called for 1. The other ones were from the players. But I go to Chad Tracy and I look at him and give him credit for those as well, because he's just put that kind of mindset, that small ball approach, that just give it to the next guy kind of mentality. He spread that. I think it starts with Chad Tracy. I'm giving him the Ketchup this time around.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was between 2 guys for this one, and it was Tony Seagulls and it was Chad Tracy. Today, the Jahmai Jones pinch hit, the 3 bunts, which, he's only taking credit for 1 according to T. I'm giving him credit for all 3. I mean, bunting.
Lay him down.
You have Tony Seagulls on Friday, who was, I don't want to say solely responsible because that RBI double from Romy won the game, but Tony set the tone. You don't win the series without Tony on Friday. You don't win the series without Chad on Sunday. But you know what? I feel like Chad is the one that puts that confidence in Tony in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the trump card, I think I'm going with Woo Sox Hall of Famer Chad Tracy.
Show us your wieners.
Yeah, saw that. Okay, so Chris Castillo's an asshole, and he voted for bunting.
Yeah.
But, like,
I
does that
heavily
count
considered
as
that.
Chad Tracy almost?
I would say yes.
We'll just say Chad then.
I think it would be bunting, Chad Tracy.
It doesn't really fit on the graph. Can we just say Chad?
Then
Group.
he might complain that.
Well, he
didn't
complains
vote
about
for Chad.
everything.
For sure, complain.
Yeah, he's a big complainer.
I
I
think
mean,
it's
that's a
separate.
big leap to go from bunting
Yeah,
to Chad.
think it's
it
different.
should just see bunting. It shouldn't be Chad.
Yeah, asshole. All right.
Yep.
TC.
I don't think it's a bad vote. Like
No, it's not terrible.
easy
It's
to
just
crap
like
on Castillo.
voting
If
for
they had a
Bryce.
bunt in game 1, I would have done the same thing.
Chris Castillo's voting for bunting. TC. Jaron Duran.
Yeah.
That's 2 votes Chad Tracy, 1 vote Sadan, 1 vote Tony Siegels, 1 vote Duran, 1 vote bunting. OB is voting for Andrew Monasterio.
Wow.
1 vote Monasterio, 1 vote Duran, 1 vote bunting, 1 vote Siegels, 1 vote Sadan, 2 votes Tracy.
Monasterio over the last 7 games, 450, 538, 700, 1238 OPS with 5 doubles.
There you go. Adam Pellerin.
About the last 3. Yep.
Spare me.
Adam Pellerin is voting for Chad Tracy.
Ooh. Could he get it?
3 votes Tracy. Lenny DiNardo. Jaron Duran.
Ooh.
Will Middlebrooks. Jaron Duran.
Oh man, get Danfor already.
So we have 3 votes Tracy, 3 votes Duran, and a couple of 1s. Steven, who did the Ketchup crew vote for?
The Ketchup crew going with 16. Jaron Duran. He got
Jaron Duran pulls
41%.
ahead.
41%. Seagulls was second with 24%. Sadon third, 21%.
Fuck. All right, so we have 4 votes Duran, 3 votes Tracy. No one else has more than 1, correct? So we're about to play a voice submission that has Will Fleming, Lou Merlone, Mike Monaco, and Jemai Webster.
Ooh.
This is the greatest crew of all time.
Wow.
And Jemai Webster.
Wow.
Okay. This could be potentially life-changing. We ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Another fucking series win as the Red Sox beat the Blue Jays 6-1. They're rolling 17-2. That's important, but not as important as the history we're going to make today on the Clark's Ketchup audio submission. Because I do have Loomer, I do have Mikey Monaco, but the fucking king, Jemai Webster, joins us. Jemai, in all your life accomplishments, where does this rank?
You mess with the king, you best not miss. If you smell what the Jemais are cooking, I'm here, I have arrived, and it is time to lock in.
I love it. And by the way, by the end of this, I'm going to get him doing the Mike Singletary voice.
Can't do it.
Can't play with him. Can't coach with him.
This is the kind of time it is, Mikey. I mean, another win, another series win. They can't be stopped.
Vibes are so good. When you people are listening to this, we're going to be somewhere over like Montana, crushing who knows what on this flight. Vibes
jealous.
are great right now. This team is rolling. Seems like it's different people getting it done at all times. Kind of interesting, like they're doing it without quality starts right now, and they just find a way to get it done.
For the record, we'll be crushing alcohol, okay? It won't be other things.
We're drinking, dude.
You're right. Like, the rotation's kind of in shambles. Like, everyone's trying to come back. Everyone's, like, not getting deep into games. Like, but still, they're swinging the bats. And the last couple of days, too, the bullpen, I think, really helped. Gamboa was fantastic. Watson kind of keep guys down. But let's go. Go to the West Coast.
No doubt about it. Look, these guys, I'm sure, have spent 2.5 hours talking about the trade. Lou, I do want your opinion. You were not on television this weekend. I know you'll get into it tomorrow. It's a lot to give up in Connelly Early. We don't need to grade the trade necessarily, but it does signal to me that Craig Breslow intends to be aggressive and make moves.
I like Mead. Hopefully he found some swing decisions or swing changes. It's working. You look at some of the numbers. There's no question when you look at them, it's going to be a nice addition to this lineup. I just really like Connelly Early. I thought it was a big return for Washington. They picked this guy up in the offseason after he got released by 2 teams, and 4 months, they've turned him into Connelly Early for the next 5 years. So hopefully it's a win for both.
Very difficult catch-up this time. I think this will not be unanimous like so many others that are easy. Because he's here for the first time and he's dropping phones and not going to leave any in the booth, whatever. Jemai, you do get to go first. I don't think this one is easy. And if you could deliver just the first line of your thoughts on Ketchup in Mike's Singletary voice, I'd love it.
All right, listen. Very tough decision. I got 9 guys, okay? I need them. All 9. I got 26, really. If we can do it that way, if I don't got one playing, I don't want them. Cannot play with them. Cannot win with him.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. So, with that said,
that's incredible.
I love this man. He's had a great stretch, and it appears to be coming to an end, at least with the big league club for right now. Game of his life. Recently announced that he was having a baby. He also got engaged, so he's hitting all touch points for not only life, but for his baseball life. So my Clark's Ketchup MVP is Anthony Siegler after he had the game of his life in Game 1 with 4 hits for the first time as a big leaguer. I don't know where he's going to end up after this week, but I just want to proclaim my love for this man, most importantly, and for the life that he's going to continue to live. And I hope to see him back up here if he is the move that's made.
Well, we'll see about that. I mean, there are some tough decisions here. Lou, you're next. This is one of those where they get Mead. We don't know what's going on. We don't. I'm sure by the time this airs, maybe people know, but this is a hard call for the Red Sox, I think.
Yeah, it is, and I don't know. I haven't sent him down yet like Jemai. I guess it could happen. There's some options.
Make it move.
But you can win with him. I know that. He's been great. Even Chang, he's been great, too. So there's other guys. I have no idea what they're going to do, but Clark's Ketchup MVP did have a big home run, made some great plays in the field, diving play, doubleheader. I'm double play rather. I'm going to go with Cedon.
And I'm not talking baby making like Jemai is either with my pick. Give me Cedon. Defense, 2-run home run Friday, starts the scoring Sunday. The double play, by the way, Saturday
Will could
is
make
not
this
probably
crazy.
in his top 15 defensive plays he's made in a Red Sox uniform in center field, but that was sick. Doubling off Springer like that. Give me Cedon.
I'll tell you what, it's a good sign for anyone when you get packets every single time. And for me, that is Chad Tracy, because in this finale, the decision to play small ball, the decision to bunt a couple times, both times they pay off. Lou, I'm not going to put you on the spot, although I am a little bit.
Yeah.
Deadline is looming. They got bigger fish to fry at the moment. Don't you think Chad Tracy has done more than enough to earn this job full time?
Yeah, I always felt like it was tied to Breslow, and I think everyone's turned this thing around. I mean, I don't know, Breslow's going to be around, it seems, right? I mean, he's done a good job here with this team and some of the guys he's acquired. So if he's here, how do you not bring back the guy that kind of helped you turn this thing around? I don't understand.
And he has every night. It seems like he makes all the big moves. Ranger Suarez, Packard for coming back and having balls, as he always does. One of the coolest double plays on the mound I've seen in some time. Mm-hmm. But I hate to go with the mob, but we don't discuss this beforehand. In my mind, this is a hard one. And yes, Siegler's game 1, but then he does nothing in the win today. So for me, the guy who's just been an igniter, the defense, the offense, spectacular. Clark's Ketchup Series MVP is Cedon motherfucking Rafaela.
Wow. What a comeback. I mean, we got to call Dan, right?
Yeah, we got to call Dan, but is it... Do we ask him who he would vote for, or do we tell him it's between 2 people and he has to decide between the 2?
I thought Will was the tiebreaker. I thought we went back to that after the last snafu.
Okay.
Did we land on it? I mean, I'm down for that. That's what it was. I know Will mentioned like, what the hell? That's what it was, and he has a good point.
Right, yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Will being the tiebreaker.
Yes.
Same.
What a comeback for Cedon.
That was awesome.
3 at the buzzer. Wow.
Deserving. Very deserving.
He doesn't get enough Ketchup love because he's just so consistently good at what he does. So, jeez. Cedon Rafaela, second Ketchup of the season. He joins the two-timers crew for 2026 of Caleb Durbin, Jaron Duran, the rotation, and Wilyer Abreu.
All right. Cedon gets it done, man.
Wow.
Shout him
Got
out.
the first vote, then the last 3. Is that what happened?
That was nuts.
Yeah.
We'll probably never see that again. Yeah, you go through everybody else like, nope, and then the buzzer beater boys come in and just bang, give them 3 out of 4.
Yeah, it was Duran 4, Tracy 3, Seagulls 2, and then Cedon fucking banged out 3 at the end to win it.
I will say credit to Jemai for like writing Tony Siegel's obituary there. I don't really know what was going. He was a great man. He had some kids, and
he's
leaves
moving on with his life.
A child.
As we all know, that's the last time anyone will ever see him. That was funny.
Yeah, like he was retiring. Like it wasn't even like getting sent down. It was just like he's moving about a farm. He's got a family.
Need more Jemai in the audio.
Out on top.
I love Jemai.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Stop and Shop supermarkets have a major announcement. We repeat, don't shop for your groceries anywhere else.
Yeah, Stop and Shop. Yeah, Stop and Shop. And what's great about these tangerines, look how easy they peel. Just like that. And loaded, loaded with nutritional value. Yeah, Stop and Shop.
Double kill.
What's better than having to Stop and Shop, getting it done for all of you?
Stop and Shop, look ahead. It's brought to you by Stop and Shop. Head on down to Stop and Shop right now. You get 10 cents off your tangerines when you buy at least 5 pounds of tangerines only at Stop and Shop. Okay, it is a 4-game series against the homeless A's on the West Coast. All 9:40 starts. Yuck. All week long. At least that means no unobstructed views, so I can just chill this week, which is nice. But it's going to be a lot of late nights, which means probably a live pod on Thursday.
Yeah, I think we
Not
run back
live for
the
the
Angels
audience,
thing.
but yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be up until fucking 3 o'clock in the morning on Thursday night, but
yeah.
Anyways, it is Peyton Tolley versus Jack Perkins. It's Jake Bennett versus Gage Jump. And Patrick Sandoval versus Jacob Lopez. Sonny Gray slated to go in the finale. The A's have not named a starter for the finale. Peyton Tolley is 5-6 with a 3.31 ERA, a 1.10 WHIP, and a 9.6 strikeouts per 9. The tail of the tape for Tolley is the walks. The Red Sox are 2-6 when he has 2+ walks. So he's 5-3 when he has 1 or fewer. Or the team is 5-3 when he has 1 or fewer. Jack Perkins, he's 2-5 with a 6.75 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, and a 10.9 strikeouts per 9. Started the season in the bullpen and moved to the rotation at the beginning of June. It's not been good. 7.67 ERA, a 1.61 WHIP, 8 home runs allowed in just 8 starts this year. He sucks. Game 2, Jake Bennett is 6-3 with a 2.58 ERA, an 0.94 WHIP, and a 6.4 strikeouts per 9. The Red Sox have won 5 straight starts made by Bennett. He's got a 1.65 ERA over that stretch. Gage Jump is 3-6 with a 4.42 ERA, a 1.42 WHIP, and a 9.6 strikeouts per 9. He's a rookie. He's made 11 starts. Through his first 6 starts, a 2.04 ERA. His last 5 starts, an 8.31 ERA. Game 3 is Patrick Sandoval. He's 0-0, 3.21 ERA, a 1.64 WHIP, and an 8.4 strikeouts per 9. He's slowly ramping up his pitch count, going from 65 pitches to 76 pitches and then 84 pitches in his most recent outing against the Blue Jays. Through his 3 starts, Sandoval's 94-mile-an-hour average on his 4-seam is the highest of his entire career. Did you know that, T?
I did not.
Now you know. 94.7-mile-per-hour sinker, also the highest sinker velo of his career. Shout out to Craig.
Mm-hmm.
the Red Sox Demon Magic. Jacob Lopez is 5-4 with a 6.12 ERA, a 167 whip, and a 7.4 strikeouts per 9. This, no wonder why the fucking pitching coach got fired. No disrespect. I know Dallas is like friends with the guy, but these guys fucking blow. Well, what is going on here? Lopez has a changeup he exclusively throws to right-handed hitters. Right-handed hitters have a 481 batting average and a 778 slug against it. He might want to not throw that pitch ever again. Game 4, Sonny Gray is 12-2 with a 2.78 ERA and a 116 whip at 7.8 strikeouts per 9. Sonny did allow 5 earned runs in his last start. We didn't really touch too much on that. I'm not concerned. I know some people were, but I'm not. Don't put in the newspaper that I'm worried about Sonny Gray because I'm not. He had allowed 4 earned runs over his previous 5 starts combined. The Red Sox have not lost back-to-back Sonny Gray starts this year, so they did lose his last start, so that would tell you they got to win this one. Again, that is Peyton Tolley versus Jack Perkins. That is Jake Bennett versus Gage Jump. That is Patrick Sandoval versus Jacob Lopez, and Sonny Gray versus TBD.
When I look ahead, and you wind up dead if you don't listen to what Steve says. Even then, you might still wind up dead. Caught in a tornado, get smoked by your neighbor's shed. When I look ahead, when I look ahead, Billy's gummy bears. Chew 'em with your mouth.
Weather look ahead, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears.
You chew them with your mouth, Steve.
You chew them with your mouth, Jerry. The Red Sox head west for the 3rd time this season to take on Dallas Braden's Sacramento A's in a 4-game set. Game 1, Monday night, 9:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 89 degrees.
Too much.
Sunny. 0.1% chance of rain, 10-mile-an-hour winds. Game 2, Tuesday, 9:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 91 degrees. Sunny again, 0.1% chance of rain, 10-mile-an-hour winds once again. The weather's basically the same for every game. Game 3, Wednesday, 9:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 94 degrees. Come on, man. Sunny, 0.1% chance of rain, 9-mile-an-hour winds. And the finale is on Thursday. Man, the schedule makers, I'm not loving you for this year. Really, really not loving you. 9:40 p.m. Eastern, first pitch, 91 degrees, sunny, 0.1% chance of rain, 10-mile-an-hour winds. So a lot of very hot temps in Sacramento for this series. It's basically low 90s as the games go on, upper 80s for this one. The ball should be flying in Sacramento. And that is your weather look ahead, as always, brought to you by Billy's Gummy Bears. You chew them with your mouth.
Yeah, you do, Steve. You really do be chewing them. Okay, prediction time. Let's start with Tyler Milliken.
Yeah, I'm happy I can do this without Dallas here. The A's are an embarrassment. They're dog shit. It is kind of funny to look at their park factor. It's somehow higher than Coors Field at 114. Coors Field is at 110 right now. But the A's this month alone are 4-15. Their rotation is horrendous, 29th in baseball in ERA. And when you're that close to the Rockies in general, I don't know how you move forward in life. This should be a sweep. I really don't view it any other way. I think the Red Sox offense is going to go absolutely bonkers here, and should be a fun 3 days. And Peyton Tolley, Jake Bennett, Patrick Sandoval, you have the advantage in every single pitching matchup. It is a little sad to be coming back here right after trading Connelly Early. Since that debut was here, that's the moment in your head. But I think we'll forget about it rather quickly when they sweep the A's.
Damn. The McMahon.
The Sox just haven't lost since they got Mead. That's just a fact. The Mead Sox. I don't think they don't want to lose. They're not thinking about losing. I am going to go 3 out of 4. I'm also going to add a bonus prediction. If we can add a horn of some sort. We get one of my favorite things about the trade deadline. I think we get a guy going from one dugout to the other.
Ooh.
Wow.
That is one of the top deadline things.
I could see it.
Give me Sodi.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Steven.
Mead's going so deep in this series. Like, I think it's going to be a stop and stare bomb, and it's like, this guy is here for good. Peyton Tolley on the mound in game 1. His best bud, kind of to T's point here, got the last W the Red Sox had in Sacramento last season. Wonder if he can top Early's 11 Ks that he had in that debut start last year. 940 finale is so stupid. What the hell are we doing? But yeah, give me Sox winning 3 out of 4. It's really hard to guarantee a 4-game sweep. So I think they go into Sacramento, get 3 out of 4, head to LA, have fun there, and then it's deadline time.
Yeah, I think you're a sackless fuck. It's gonna be a 4-game sweep.
Okay.
Yeah, give me all
Dallas
4.
is going to throw himself out of the booth.
Fuck him. Who cares?
We got Plouffe.
Yeah, we just got Plouffe in the deal.
Yeah, Jared's last show in Section 10 history. Here we go.
Yeah, it's been real. Yeah, I'll come back in free agency. It's fine. But yeah, fuck him. I like that idea. Sweep him and trade for Tyler Soderstrom and Shea Bangaliers
and Trevor Plouffe. The big play.
Yeah, and then fucking go into the press box and go into the bathroom stalls and lock them all from the inside and crawl out from underneath so Dallas shits his pants. He can't control his asshole. He won't say it publicly, but he can't. So that's something that's gonna have to happen during the series.
I thought you were gonna say like clog the toilets, like make him as upset as possible. Notice he can't poop.
Yeah. Yeah, stop him from being able to use the bathrooms in the press box. Yeah, tie his shoelaces together while he's sitting.
Take all his best players, sweep his team, and don't let him go to the bathroom.
Yeah, then slash his tires in the parking lot.
Yeah, just jump him in the parking lot and beat the fuck out of him.
Spray paint his car.
Just cover it in mayo and eggs. Just get that thing real rancid.
Scuff up his kicks.
Yeah.
Just if you got a gun, point it right at him.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, go to your local Home Depot. Go get a gallon of paint and dump it on his fucking shit.
This guy's been through so much this season. I would like abuse him, dude, harass this guy. As his team's down like 10-2. Stock up on eggs and just throw them up at the booth.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's Sacramento. You could definitely bring a carton of eggs into the booth. You should definitely
you can do whatever you want there.
Yeah, definitely egg the booth.
Also, like the booth has to be really close to the stands. You can easily plunk them from the stands.
Yeah. Super easy.
If anyone's got like an active like hornet's nest at their home, put it in a box.
And then leave it in his back seat.
Just mail it to him. Jared will give you his home address.
He has bees.
Mail him some angry hornets so when he opens it.
Oh,
bang.
they'll be pissed if they got mailed. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, that's the only way to do it, I guess. Yeah.
Just mail him some bees.
Yeah, mail him some bees, dude. Yeah. Yeah, mail him some pissed off hornets and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that you're bees. I got it confused. These are actually hornets."
Bang.
Final thoughts, Steven?
Yeah, section10merch.com for the best merch on the planet. Section 10 Tavern shirts, Teal 10 shirts, Tony Seagull shirts coming off of his Friday game, and apparently we'll never see him again based off of what Jemai said. Venezuela benefit shirts are in the 10 shop as well. All profits go to the Red Sox Foundation's Venezuela earthquake relief efforts. Sign up for the 10 Patreon. I want to give, and that is patreon.com/section10 podcast.
Yeah.
Want to give Mikey a big shout out. He had a big day on Sunday. They had some golf tournament at Providence, and I feel like their trio sucked, the Divine Providence boys, but he drilled a putt, and the head coach of the team, Brian Hodgson, quote tweeted him and goes, "The FOMO I'm experiencing right now is just painful. Mikey, walk it off, kid. Onions." I mean, is that not
What does onions mean?
It
like
means
cry,
basketball
dude.
thing.
It's like bang. It's basically bang. But like, that's got to be a Mikey dream right there. He gets the head coach of Providence basketball to quote tweet a putt that he made where he's like celebrating. So shout out to Mikey. Big moment there. And last thing, I'm just kind of setting up for myself here. Curious where you're at, T. But by Section 10 night, I'm trying to be 191 pounds.
Wow.
That's my goal. I've used the weigh yourself. I'm 202. I've used the Weigh Yourself app for. It's called the Weigh Yourself app. That was maybe the dumbest way to say that. But for the last 7 years or so, the lightest I've ever come in is 191.2. So I'm trying to top that for Section 10 night. And T, you looking for a goal by September 8th? Oh, we got Jared.
So you want to weigh 191 by Section 10 night?
Yep.
By Section 10 night, I want to weigh more than Steve.
Wow. That would be the first time ever that's the case. Where are you at right now?
I don't know. I haven't weighed myself. It's probably since last year.
You're 184 right now.
Could be. I'm definitely in the 180s. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know.
I'm here in 84.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to get I need to get some batteries. My scale doesn't have any batteries in it, but I'll replace them and then I'll let you know how much I weigh. I'll send you a pic
I like
tonight,
that.
naked. I'm gonna send you a picture of my cock and balls. Like I'll stand on the scale and I'll like have like a picture of the number on the scale, but I'll just leave my dick in the picture.
Okay, and I can tweet that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? You can put anything on Twitter. T, you got a goal for September 8th?
That's a good question. I'm about to hit 30. I got 2 more pounds to go at the moment.
Yeah, what's the math?
Oh, you're talking pounds. I thought he's talking age.
So I started at 294 when I began at the beginning of June. I'm now at 266. Wow. So 30 pounds is right around the corner. Very exciting. By then, so I think I start maintaining, like you changed, thank you guys, the Awaken 180 program right at 240, I think was the original number. So I'll say with another month, I would like to be like 245 by then. I think another 20 pounds would be cool by then. I might be shooting a little high, but that's the ballpark I'll go for.
Okay.
We'll see if I can survive and make it that far.
I think you will.
Thank you.
You didn't come this far to come this far, T.
I agree.
Coley?
Yeah, just shout out Craig's balls. You could say a lot about him. We obviously have on this program. I have been vocal about a lot of his moves. It's hard to say the guy doesn't have balls on him. He makes these trades. I don't know that he's ever made a trade and people immediately were like, what a win for Craig. It's typically the opposite. Then a couple months go by, people start seeing the vision. So to be able to withstand being in Boston, having a morning show host laugh in his face within the month, and to now just be making controversial trades, I can respect that even if I don't agree with every single move.
My turn. Justin Gonzalez, another fucking mammoth home run. A walk-off. Almost hit the damn apartment over the monster there that they have. Absolute beast. First game back from suspension. T?
Oh no, I was scratching my ear.
I know. It's your turn.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Promotion today, John Holubitz ended up getting promoted to AAA, and the numbers overall aren't overly impressive when you look at him surface-wise, but if you kind of see what he's been doing from June on, it's been a 3.79 ERA, 3.36 FIP. You move it all the way up to July, it gets even better. 3.12 ERA, 2.16 FIP. At the moment, he's ranked as the number 13 prospect in the Red Sox system. He was part of that John Schreiber trade, if you kind of follow the trade tree all the way back. Fan 10 and 5 scoreless innings in that last start. But as we saw a year ago at this time, it was guys like Connelly Early that were getting the promotion right now, and they ended up factoring in at the very end of the year. David Sandlin was another guy they were trying to push at that time, totally. Now John Holubitz, with their pitching depth and where they're at, it becomes a pretty big conversation with someone like him and a guy who was promoted the week before in Blake Wehunt, who are both these kind of they're never getting national attention by any means, but guys that are in that 10 to 20 range in the Red Sox system. Henry Godbout, who we have not been able to watch for quite a long time after a strong start to the year, underwent surgery for that broken left hand. He's expected to begin rehab games next week, so we are going to kind of get the next stretch of play from him sooner rather than later. And there was one other thing. Oh, yeah. Sadbel Delzine finally had his first start, with a full-time affiliate with Salem, and it went just about how you would have imagined. 4 innings, 6 Ks, just 2 walks, 1 earned run, but another guy who showed up and continues to just look the role, play the part. He's still only 18, and now he's in affiliated ball, so who knows where the ceiling goes from here, but good to see a strong start to that stretch of his career.
Hell yeah. My final thought,
Mm-hmm.
if you have any ideas on what I can make videos on, send them to me. I'll start taking requests. I want to make a video a day. That's my goal. I want to make a video a day.
Wow.
Yeah. If it's Red Sox, if it's MLB, if it's past Red Sox, if you're just like, hey, dude, make a video about fucking like Pokey Reese, I'd be like, all right, bet.
I'm excited about this. I got the same little mini mics. I might have to try to get involved here, but this is awesome, man. This is big. I'm genuinely like pumped for you because I can tell how much you care about this, and
I'm excited.
It's gonna be great for the feeds.
I just needed the knowledge. I just needed to know how to do it the way that I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And so by the way, I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just, if anyone out there wants to do this for themselves, the company is called Varsity Tutors. Varsity Tutor. And you can like learn anything. I just went on there and typed in what I wanted to learn. And then they called me within 90 seconds. Like you go on the website, you put in what you want to learn, and then you put in your number and your email. And then it was probably less than 90 seconds. Got a phone call, answered it. They're like, hey, like, when do you want to start? I was like, I don't know, Tuesday. And they're like, great. How many hours do you want to book? I was like, 4. Like, great. You pay for it up front. And yeah, you can. I think the first lesson I did 2 hours back to back. I was like, I want to like dive in, do 2 straight, and then I did like a maintenance like follow up like the next week. I did another hour because I was like dicking around with it. And yeah, I'm sure you can, like, if you wanted to learn a fucking instrument, you could probably do it on there. I'm sure I don't know like to what extent. I'm sure you can't become an electrician on there, but like if there's. I haven't messed around with it to find out like what else you can learn, but for sure, if you're interested in like editing video, I can. Yeah, let me shout her out. I know her name's Mary. Actually, I don't even know if she wants her last name out there. But
let
yeah,
T do it.
If you're actually interested, then like reach out and then I can put you in touch with her because she was great. I mean, the fact that I could do essentially everything that I wanted to do with that when it was like a super what's the word, intimidating. Like I've been over Mikey's shoulder and like Bags' shoulder when they're using Premiere, and I'm like, this looks like the equivalent of reading Japanese. Like the
timeline's insane when they're cooking.
Yeah. And obviously what I'm doing is nothing compared to like if Mikey's cutting up a doc or something like that. But I mean, I bet you now I could look over his shoulder and be like, at least I know what this is. Like I can kind of see what you're working on here, but I could never edit the way that they do. Like they're the fucking gods of that shit. But yeah, excited to continue to make video content that I don't have to like bother like 2K and Mikey to be like, hey, like, can you do my little side conquest here? It's like, nah, I'm about to go brazy on them. All right. It's going to be a long time in between shows. We're not going to be back until Friday.
Me and you are doing something on Tuesday I'm excited about, Jared.
What the fuck are we
You probably
doing
forget.
Tuesday?
You definitely forget about it, but we have a clean 40 booked with someone that we both like a lot. That used to be affiliated with the team.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. I do. Yeah, I remember you asked me that, but I was in the middle of something. I was like,
it was like 2 weeks ago, so it's, yeah.
No, I am actually very excited about that, yes. All right, clean 40 on Tuesday. The 10 is back.
That's the taping, just so people know. It's not like coming out Tuesday.
When is it dropping? Thursday?
We'll see. We have to figure out because we're organizing some stuff.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we record Thursday night to drop on Friday. All right.
Here we go.
We'll see you guys then.
Buenas noches, amigos.